Hey, oh shit, I got off the screen. Hey, gun people! Am I live? Hang on, I got to go to YouTube and change my settings. Oh, good. It showed the live. Shocking. How about that? Already live chat replay. Save. Okay. I got anybody in here? CB! What's happening? Man, everybody just popped in. 35 people. What the hell's up, brother gun people? Shit. Oh, I'm lucky? I wish I was lucky. I'm lucky because I got a life. That's not my idea, lucky woman. I was out cutting my pasture and I probably got grass all over me. I haven't done anything. I mean, I just literally I started cutting at 5 and it's like 8:15, and I only got the front half and the rear done. I still got to do the other side, but I figured if it doesn't rain tonight, I'll get it tomorrow. So I've been on the tractor since 5 o'clock. So I got grass in my eyes. I got sinus, and all I could do is fix me a drink. Let's just say it's a drink. Here, smell it. Ooh, it smells good. Hit like gum people. Prairie Prepper 777. What's happening? So I have no idea. I haven't been on the news. I don't know what the hell. Alexa, volume 6. Somebody else just turned up the volume. Alexa, Fox News. Let me see what's in the news.
Fox News.
Up and attacks. I'm Joe Chiro, Fox News. Russian shelling on Saturday killed at least 10 civilians and injured 10 more in the eastern region of Donetsk. Russia also targeting Ukrainian towns near Kyiv. Fox's Greg Palcott is in Boryadunka.
Most of the wreckage done came from low-flying Russian fighter jets. The ruins still evident. 90% of buildings in the center damaged or destroyed. Whole chunks of apartment blocks gouged away. It was mostly bloodthirsty carnage, according to an advisor to the town's mayor. There was no reason for this town to be bombed, he said. There were no strategic targets, no military here. Dead and injured in the hundreds. Only a third of the residents have returned.
Russia's claiming victory over the port city of Mariupol. President Biden, while in South Korea, signed a bill providing $40 billion in Ukrainian aid. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, citing Ukraine as an example as he rallied West Point Military Academy graduates against foreign adversaries.
Yet again, in Ukraine, we are learning the lesson that aggression left unanswered only emboldens the aggressor.
There were over 1,000 graduates in the 2022 West Point class. 2 people were dead, 3 severely injured in northern Indiana after a shooting at a home in the town of Goshen. Police say there does not appear to be a threat to the community because it was a targeted attack. Early voting crosses the finish line to win the Preakness Stakes.
It is early voting reaching
Alexa, stop. All right, nothing major breaking here. Every once in a while I have her play because they'll cover the top 3, and instead of going and finding a channel and looking, I'll just kind of tell Alexa to play it, and then I'll listen and see what's up. So they're still on the same, yay, Ukraine, send more money, yeah, raise my taxes. Somebody said play the Bush gaffe. Evidently he said, yeah, a guy went into a country under false pretense or some shit talking about Putin. And he goes, yeah, and he goes into Iraq. And he went, Ukraine. He goes, I'm 75. So, I still think even Bush has better freaking, please turn off slow chat. No, slow chat allows me to read. And it stops those damn people from coming here and putting 8 posts in a row to say, fuck you, or you suck, or that slow chat really makes it more manageable. Sorry if you don't like it. It's only 30 seconds. I mean, make your comment more concise. You don't have to put 20. Did anyone actually read the bill? Ukraine did not get $40 billion. Go read it and find out. Yeah, okay, whatever. We've given them 100 million, 40 billion, 15 billion. I don't give a fuck how much we've given them or how much they get. It's bullshit. It's too damn much. Bro, it hurts my truth. Whatever. How's the animals? They're pretty good. Buddy's been under the weather for the last few days. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just been hasn't been himself. And today he finally gave me 2 ears when I went out there and was paying attention to me. Although the temperature, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It's freaking freezing out there. My fingers are like ice. The wind's blowing. It's going to get down to like 57 tonight. I mean, it was like 98 2 or 3 days ago. And now it's just like, I turned my air conditioner off. It's been like 68 all day outside. And now they're talking 57 tonight. That's why I was like, dude, I got to go cut that pasture. I'm not going to get a cool day like this. And I've been itching to cut it because I cut it once. And now I cut it again right as the bad stuff started blooming. And hopefully I'll cut it either 1 or 2 more times for the summer. But it's really healthy for the pasture because it cuts it and it lets it grow back better. So 95 in Pittsburgh. No shit. My buddy said it's like 50 in freaking Illinois where he's at. It's getting cold here, approaching winter. What? Oh, you must be in Australia. Ukraine got 54 billion so far. It's so ridiculous. And no accountability, no nothing. I got my AC on. It's 95 today. I know. It's crazy. There is a cold front that came in and they've been talking about it. I said, cold front. Well, you know, in Texas, when a cold front comes through, that means it gets down to 80. And I was like, okay, cold front. But man, it's been nice. I mean, I had to dig through my closet because I'd already put up all my sweatshirts. And man, sitting on that tractor cutting was so nice. The only thing that made it nicer if I had earplugs with headphones so I could be listening to things, but I'd probably get distracted. You got to pay attention when you're on a tractor. It's easy for shit to go bad. You'll take out a tree, a fence. Good fishing weather. Yeah, it would be good fishing weather. Hot and muggy in Galveston. Is it really? Wow. Man, it is freaking windy and chilly here. I mean, the horses are like, they're just rejuvenated. They're happy. The flies aren't out. There's no bugs. It's like a nice, you know, fall day here that we're waiting for winter coming in. Really nice. Love the weather today. All right, sorry I'm late. That's all right. I was late too. Am I in timeout? Pew pew, you're about to be in timeout. I ought to push you. You know what? Yes, you are. I just put you in timeout. I think you get notified. Now we'll know. Pew pew's in timeout because he asked. Shoot, Rick's live. Yeah, I am live. Man, I've been working on those. That they put that second half of the interview on that crazy armor, the purple hair armor girl and the idiot interviewers. Oh my God. 7 parts, 7 30-minute parts to get through the second interview. There was so much unanswered questions and so much that they missed. But without a doubt, I could put a case and she would be charged with criminal negligent homicide. I mean, there's just with the idiot shit that she's asking, I could charge. But the problem is, if you want to watch it, I keep rubbing my eyes because when I'm cutting all that dust and stuff, and normally I take a shower and I rinse them, so my eyes still have dust and weeds, and I'm rubbing my nose. I didn't just do a line, but you know, my nose is kind of I got a little. Let's see here. I'm all out of gum. What isn't that a saying? It's time for kicking ass and chewing gum, and I'm all out of gum. Isn't that a saying or something? I can't remember that. Just got back from Target. What do you know? A sign of a man dresses has a woman by the wine. All right, let me try to read this. Just got back from Target, and what do you know? A sign of a man dresses has a woman by the wine a clothing section with. So are you saying that they have a man dressed as a woman trying to sell clothes? Are you serious? Target's always been too woke for me. I stopped going to Target when they freaking, gave that third bathroom. Did you hear about Amber hurting it? I don't know what hurting means. Sniff, sniff. I don't know what that means. Nothing wrong with getting a little victory sniff. Woo! Woo! I've never done coke. I'm just doing shit for. All right. I've always wanted to do coke, but I just never have. All right, where are we at? I got fire trucks here. Rick, go watch S2 Underground. They have tons of good tactical info. They are doing well keeping up what you train. Oh, you know what? I think I've watched a couple of their videos before. He's running around getting some pretty good shots. I just haven't been able to keep up with it. I haven't watched a whole lot of stuff. I've been trying to take care of other shit. I sold my motorcycle. I had to sell it. I just can't, I sold my motorcycle. Now I have a tractor, and I kind of hate to see my little motorcycle left, my Harley left. I was like, bye, little Harley. Where is your tornado coverage? And I don't know where the BBC's at. They said it's a special. I can't remember what I told you in there. I thought they said it was a special for Earth's crazy weather or something like that. So it's a series, and one of the series is going to be the tornadoes in Texas. So I don't know. Earth doesn't need coke. Actually, I have a little coke in here. Smell it. Got a little other stuff in it. A little something, something with the coke. Smoke a bud. Well, somebody made a comment the other day. Sometimes I get some funny ass. Oh, when I said on one of my, I said every time I say bullshit on that interview where that cop shot the other cop, I said take a drink. Some dude made a comment. Man, it's too early in the morning to drink. I'll just take a hit every time you say it. Man, I'm fucked up. I was like, that was pretty funny. Let's see here. I went to Target once and thought all their clothes look gay. Yeah, I just don't go to Target anymore because they're too damn woke. I'm fighting with Amazon right now, man. I'm about to send them a demand letter and a sue. I finally got the number to their legal department. I'm going to do a video on how to contact. I got Jeff Bezos' freaking email. I got addresses. I got all kind of shit. I'm going to fucking dox the shit out of Amazon. All right. What's it? Just when you get your AC fixed, now your heat's on. I know. Ain't that the shit? Thanks for the tip there, but yeah, and my AC's been working pretty good, man. I don't know if it's the new capacitors, it gives it better energy, or the new fan is blowing better, or the new, contactor is making better. But it just seems like it's cooling better and not working as hard. And, maybe it's just in my mind because I did all that shit, so I'm thinking it's running better, but it does. Amazon has, it pisses me off. I don't know if anybody's ever got this. I have gotten it 4 freaking times. This might be the 5th. This is either the 4th or 5th, and I have to make new freaking accounts. So if you do any evaluation or rate a product and you say anything negative about Amazon, they don't warn you. They don't do anything. They just send you a fucking block, and it says every time I try to rate something or ask a question, it says, we've noticed suspicious activity on your account, which may not comply with either community standards, and we've blocked and removed all your ratings, and we blocked your ability to rate. 4 times they've done that to me. And I'm not putting anything in the ratings like, fuck Amazon and Amazon sucks dick. It's like, I don't understand why Amazon would allow these people to sell such a substandard product. 14 comments say this is wrong. I ordered it, and it's still wrong, and Amazon doesn't make them fix it. And all of a sudden, I'm blackballed. You can no longer post any comment. So I have to cancel my account, make a new account in order to do ratings. And I don't really give a fuck about the ratings so much, but sometimes I'll ask a question, either a measurement or something before I buy it. And when they block you from ratings, you can't ask questions. As soon as I go to ask a question, it goes, sorry, you're not in compliance with our community standards. You can't ask questions. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. And I've called and I've talked to 4 different supervisors. I finally got in touch with corporate. I finally got in touch with their legal office. I'm going to send them a freaking demand letter and tell them I'm suing their ass for $5,000 and fucking secure my account. It's called a preservation letter. If I'm going to do a warrant on somebody, I'll send them a preservation letter and say, hey, I'm doing a warrant. Don't destroy anything and secure everything in this file. I'm giving you notice. I'm going to have a warrant. And then when I go for a warrant, if anything's missing, then they can be held in contempt for not fucking following the preservation letter. But not my contempt. It's just, it shows that they're violating the court order when I go to get a search warrant. So I'm gonna send their legal a shit, not a cease and desist, and it's not assist, it's cease and desist. But anyway, so the last email they sent me, because I freaking talked to 2 different supervisors, and finally somebody from their department, and they won't tell you what suspicious activity is. They won't tell you what you said that you said. No warning, no nothing. They just delete all your ratings and block you from asking questions. And they don't want anybody rating them. I wish somebody would have a site, AmazonRatings.com, and not censored, so people could go there, put a link to your product, and give a good eval without Amazon filtering it. You can't say anything about Amazon. If they're a valued customer, they won't let you put bad stuff. They delete it if you say this is a really bad product, because they want people to buy it. So Amazon controls the ratings, and they make every once in a while they let a few bad ones in, but they control that shit. And it's just bullshit. I have no sound. Well, I don't know why. I'm freaking screaming. You want me to talk louder? Hang on. I know what's wrong with it. Here, let me fix it. Big dummy, I didn't do anything. It's because you bought that spear. I think they are looking at what I bought, and they're figuring out that I'm conservative or I'm not fucking left wing. Anyway, finally, after I talked to like the 4th supervisor, I got another email. They won't give you a name, a manager, nothing. There's nobody you can go to. When you call Amazon for help, you can get a supervisor there. That's it. That's his. I said, you don't work for anybody? Well, no, not anybody higher. I go, there's nobody above you? No, this is as high as you can go. I said, there's no manager. I said, there's nobody in charge of this department? No, that department only gets emails and send emails. There's nobody there. I go, who's sending the emails? I can't help you, sir. I'm as high as you can go. What can I help you with? I go, you can't help me. I said, that's why I want somebody who can. I'm sorry. I can give you the corporate address. You can send them a letter. I go, I can't send them an email? No, you got to send them a letter. All corporate complaints have to go with a letter. So she gave me that P.O. box, and then I found another corporate phone number, and I called it, and then they gave me the legal address, and their email is civil@Amazon or something. I've got it all written down. I got a whole page. I'm going to dox the fuck out of Amazon. I hope everybody trashes all these emails and phone numbers and bugs the shit out of them. But they actually answer at corporate. I'm kind of surprised. Somebody actually answers when you call the corporate office. I know the last 4 is 1,000. I forgot the area code. I've called it so many freaking times. But anyway, set up a Moki Gore. I set up Rick Gore every time. I redo my account. I cancel it, and I set up. The problem, and I don't really give a shit, because canceling your account every once in a while is probably a good thing. I don't want them having a list. You know, I had an account for 5-6 years. They've got a list of everything I bought when I bought it with this, and that just gives them more shit to give me spam and to sell and all that shit. So when you cancel your account, all your history and everything, that's the only way to get rid of your history. You can never get rid of your history on Amazon unless you close your account. And then when you reopen it, you start over. So, but my big problem is my 2 Alexas, I have to reprogram them. I have to reassign them. I have to go back in, reset the Wi-Fi, attach them to my new account. It's a big pain in the ass. I have to, change my Prime on my TV. So it's just a huge, and that's what I'm going to sue him for. I'm going to go, you have wasted so much of my time and effort, and you have failed to provide me anything, yet you take my money for Prime and tell me I'm going to be able to rate comments, and you won't tell me why I can't rate. And that's going to be basically the gist of why I'm going to sue your ass. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to get anything. I don't get, they may throw me a bone and go, look, because I'm going to say I'm going to subpoena. I want all my records. I want everybody that access my account. I want everybody that block. Because the last time they blocked me, this time, some motherfucking Amazon dude dropped off an empty package. It was empty envelope. It was open. The shit was gone, and it was empty. And that motherfucking piece of shit walked up to my box, laid an empty fucking envelope, and took a picture and said, package delivered. And I went, you motherfucker, you stole that shit and put an empty envelope in there and took a picture of an empty envelope. And now the Amazon's like, we got a picture. It was delivered. Somebody must have stole it. That's not our problem. I'm like, you fucking lie. So I wanted to make a complaint on him. And that's when they blocked me from everything. All of a sudden I open up my account and they're like, oh, all your things have been erased and you can't ask questions. I'm like, what the mother? Anyway, I've been ignoring the comments. Sorry. You guys get me going off on rant and shit, and then I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I got to have this thing on slow. All right, whenever I come to Amazon, you're talking third-party companies. Not when you call corporate. There was a lady at corporate. She was on it. I mean, she had everything. She said, they're going to tell you this. She was really on it. Then I called back a second time, and I did get some idiot that told me something totally different than the first one. I go, I just called, and the lady that I just talked to didn't tell me that. Well, I don't know what to tell you. The only thing you can make a complaint is if you do that. And, All right. JB in the house. I didn't see JB. She smoked a lot. Hey, Rick, how is your new truck treating you? It's good. I mean, I don't drive it much, but a lot better gas mileage. I mean, dude, the biggest thing about Toyota, why I would not buy another Tundra, I like the truck. I like the pulling power. I liked everything about it. One is Toyotas get eaten by rats more than any other company out there. I don't know why, but when you start doing research on rats chewing on cars, probably 75% are fucking Toyotas. Now, does that mean there's more Toyotas? Does that mean people that use them out in the country and live by fields have more? I don't know. There could be some other, but Toyota. But the biggest problem and the biggest thing I hate about Toyota, their motherfucking computer and map system sucks. It never sends you to the right place. They won't let you update. They want you to pay $200 to update your system. In 6 months, it was out of date. They didn't have any of the new shit. It wouldn't hook up to my phone. It dropped my phone. Their computer and Wi-Fi in their trucks was absolutely horrific. Ford, no freaking problem. Hooks up, always there, does great. Maps always right on. Those are the big things between the two. As far as the functionality, I've never had any truck not do what I needed it to do. So let's see. All corp emails must be kept for 7 years. Federal law. Oh, no shit. I might just make like 10 copies and just keep sending them. Motherfuckers. I'm still silenced and slow. Well, then don't ask if you're blocked. The old send a strongly worded letter. Yeah. Well, because they have a civil department and they have a legal department, if I send a demand letter giving them notice that I'm going to sue them, they have to respond or either forward it or say it's BS or we're not going to do nothing till you see me. It still costs Amazon money. And when you have these big companies like this, they don't give a shit until it costs them money. So my goal right now is to cost them money. I call supervisors. I'm sending emails. I'm calling corporate. I'm emailing people at the corporate level. I'm emailing everybody I can. And I'm making so many people get involved with this. They're going to be like, what the fuck? Why can't we fix this? Somebody give this guy why the fuck he's blocked. That's my goal now. And, a lot of people just give up. Face diaper. Oh, that must be for the mask. Anyone seen Minnie Mouse? I see Pew Pew. There's a video on YouTube. It's some that successful sued Amazon for like $2,500. Explains what he did. If you want, oh shit, yeah, post that shit. I'll watch that. Hell yeah. See, my plan is if they don't answer this response letter, I'll go down to the courthouse. I'll pay $25 or whatever. I'll file a suit, and then I'll get the paperwork saying I need to subpoena things for this suit from the company. And when companies get a subpoena, they have a legal department that has to follow up and provide the subpoena. And they're going to be like, what the fuck? I'm going to ask for fucking records, purchases, returns, people that access my time. Every time I call customer service, I want every log, every algorithm, everything that's connected to my account and my last 4 accounts that I had to cancel because you did the same thing. I want the name of the people that I talked to because I'm going to subpoena them to come to court. And they're going to be like, fuck, we can't pay all these people to go to court. We can't. They're going to want to settle. That's my plan. I don't know if it'll work. All right, where are we at here? And if they don't settle, then I'll go to court. They won't show up, and I'll get a default judgment. In London, they can deliver under an hour. Man, that's crazy. I mean, I know some places here they get same delivery, but I ordered shit on Saturday. It was delivered on Sunday. And I'm kind of out, not way out in the boonies, but I'm kind of not close to a city. And the next day it was delivered. I mean, they do so many things right on customer service and easy to return. But man, when you have a problem, like that dude that fucking put that envelope. I said, I got this shit on videotape. How do I make a complaint? Who would I send it to? Oh, we can't help you with that. We don't know. I go, well, who does know? I don't know. I can't help you. I can only tell you what I know. I don't know. You can write corporate a letter. Maybe they can help you. That's their answer. I'm like, you got an employee that's stealing shit, and I got it on videotape of him putting an empty fucking package in my box. And they sent me a new thing. It was only $9. They sent me the thing that I ordered the next day. So they made it right, but they didn't fix the real problem. You got a fucking thief working for you, and you don't care. You don't care that I had to call you and waste my time. You don't care that I had to wait an extra day for my shit, that I didn't get it. And you don't care that you have an employee. You just throw money and go, we'll give you another free one. That doesn't fix the problem. Let's see. They keep that listed when you cancel your account. It just doesn't get transferred to new one. I figure they do. I'm gonna make some fucking dude have to go through and check and logs and print. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? We got to go through all this bullshit. How the fuck can we just make this right? If they call me and go, look, we'll give you like 2 years free of Prime, and we'll put a note in your account that it's not suspicious, and any other contact with you, they need to contact you personally via phone call. I'll be like, fine. I'll drop I won't file the suit. I'll be happy. If you don't, then I'll file $5,000. You're gonna have to provide all this shit. Somebody's gonna have to show up, and we're gonna have to go through it. And I don't give a fuck if I lose, but you're gonna have to show up. And if you don't, I'll get a default judgment. So fuck you. Then I'll come at you that way. All right, where are we at? Why the hell would you have? Oh, come on again with this. Come on, dude. Everybody that asks me that carries around a damn phone. Your phone is up your ass 99% of the time. It's probably next to your ass when you're taking a shit, like most people. And your phone has a camera and a microphone. And then I get people telling me, oh man, you can have an Alexa. She's listening to you. If she's listening, your phone's listening, you freaking idiot. I just can't believe the ignorance of people that believe that shit, that they are scared to death of an Alexa, but they got no problem having a phone up their ass 24/7 that's got a camera, that has a cop in government. I can turn on that camera. I can see where you're at. I can check your GPS. I can see where you're pinging. I can listen to your phone calls. I can activate your microphone when you're not on the phone and listen to you. And nobody has a problem with that. No, that's not a problem. But I got a fucking Alexa, and everybody's telling me how crazy I am. Oh, man. Really? Come on, people. Come on, man. Shit. I think Jake Dirt Pant. What? I'm on the crapping right now. I'm on the crapper. Rick, the only thing that could get me out of bed this morning. Oh, no shit. Wow. And I don't even have anything planned. It's like I don't have any good shit to show. I'm going to post all those videos tomorrow. So if you get a bunch of posts, I'm going to try to, I'll post one and then 15 minutes later, I'm going to post the other 6. So probably at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., the first one will post. And then at 6:15, all the other ones are going to post. So you might get a bunch of notifications. But that interview, there's a lot of good shit in that interview on that armor. There were bullets. They found bullets on the truck. They found bullets on the cart. They found bullets mixed in with the blanks. They found bullets, I think, in seven live rounds in maybe 4 different locations. I was like, holy shit. That is total incompetence. I mean, the shit that she was asking, I was just like, why haven't they charged this girl? I kind of enjoyed listening to it, but, 7 videos, 30 minutes each to get through their hour and a half or 2-hour interview with me saying how fucked up it is, it might be a lot for people to listen to. However, if there's a young detective or investigator that wants to know how to interview somebody, it's a great learning tool because this girl fucks it up every way possible. She is so incompetent. All right. Hey, your phone is worse. Hell yeah, your phone's worse. Chief smoke a lot. Nice. Rick or Vegemite. I don't know what the hell that means. My phone is lying. Don't believe it. Keep up the work. Rick, did you see the new YouTuber giving government of India the rights to review? Oh, no, I did not. I knew they came out with a new agreement. I just signed all those things. One of my buddies that worked for the DA's office, he's actually still at the DA's office. He's the second guy in charge. Hell, I'll even give his fucking name. I don't care. John Raven. He's a Jew, too. Anyway, not that that matters, but, I mean, we were buddies, and, I mean, we didn't talk about Jewish shit. I mean, every once in a while, he'd be like, oh, we're celebrating Hanukkah or whatever, Passover, whatever the hell they do. I don't know. I don't keep up with everybody's religious shit. But I know sometimes he would just say that. That's the only reason I knew he was Jewish. And he was kind of tight, and I kind of cracked on him. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, he says when he went through law school, one of his buddies went into contract law, and he told him, don't ever read your contracts. Don't read them. Just sign them. He goes, because if you ever have to go to court, everybody knows nobody reads it. Unless they can prove that you read it, you signed it without reading it. Therefore, it's not a legal binding contract because you didn't know what was in it when you signed it. You just signed it because it was so long and convoluted. And that was from a contract lawyer that told him, don't read your contracts, just sign it. And I've always kind of like, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Fuck it. I don't read it anyway. I mean, all those contracts, look, they got you. They're tracking you. They can do what the fuck they want. It doesn't matter. Love you, Rick. Oh, all right. My phone is lying. Oh, shit. I was going the wrong way. I was going up. Sorry. Hey, Rick. Let's see. YouTube 13. Pew, pew, what? Why the fuck hasn't she been charged? I know. Dude, when you listen to this other interview, I was in shock. I mean, I am just... Oh, here was a great revelation that the freaking idiot detective didn't even go into and probe. The live rounds are silver. All the blanks are brass. She loaded a silver round and didn't even notice that all the other ones were other. The round that killed her had a silver casing, and all the other ones were brass, copper. It's just that, bronze-looking color. I mean, big difference. Anybody that owns bullets, when you have a copper bullet versus a silver, shell. It's a big difference. She didn't even know the difference. She asked her, they're different colors. Did you? No, I didn't. They're always different rounds. And I mean, this girl absolutely should be charged. I can't believe she's not freaking charged. Rick's always got me. Rick, you are a good shit to show Oh my God, I'm running a fever. I'm delirious. What? Delirious, you got the monkey shit. What's that monkey shit? Fuck you, slow-mo chat. Oh, dude, pew pew. You just got kicked out, dude. I don't know what the fuck. All right, see ya. I'm glad you got to say that. Now you can't comment anymore. Rick, your 2000 mute pulse has been taken down. Well, I copied it and put it on my channel. So let me share my screen here. And I'll open up my Bitchute channel. And we'll slide it over here. Okay, so if you go to my Bitchute channel, Think Like a Cop, and scroll down right here, I have it, 2,000 Mules. So you can watch it there. I figured they were going to take it down, and I was like, you know, I better grab this. But if you go to Bitchute and just search Bitchute 2,000 Mules, there's like 3 or 4 different people that have it posted. The one that I posted, they found and took down. So this D'Souza guy is charging, if you want to buy it, like $24 or $20 to watch it, which kind of like, I guess, look, I get it. He put in money and everything, but it's kind of like, dude, if you want to get the word out about something, why don't you make it available so people can have it? And so I don't want people to have to pay for it, but it's worth the watch. And the evidence is overwhelming. And I can't talk about the topic of it because YouTube have a little hissy fit. There's some little purple-hole girl in a freaking rainbow room right now just waiting for me to do something so she can block me. So, so it is on my Bitchute channel, but also I was talking to Pat and he Googled it while I was on the phone with him. And if you Google Bitchute 2,000 Mules, there's like 5 or 6 people that have it posted. But anyway, I digress. Where the hell are we? Same detective. It's the one that was playing with her hair. And in this one, I noticed she's got tattoos fucking everywhere. She's got tattoos on both of her wrists. Rick, what's wrong with tattoos? It looks unprofessional to me. It just looks, you know, you're doing a professional job. You're interviewing somebody. It can be offensive. You don't want to do anything when you're conducting an investigation or interview, or you're going into people's homes. You're going in there possibly, you know, as a cop, you want to be pretty much as neutral as you can when you go in there. You don't want to go in there wearing fucking, you know, I hate Biden or I hate fucking Trump, or you just don't want to do that. You're already going into bad things. So when you start putting tattoos and my name and my kid's name and my person that got killed and this fucking tree and that thing, and you start showing everything that you believe all over your body, it just, to me, it just doesn't give a good first impression. So she's in there in the interview and she got this long sleeve shirt on. She keeps raising her arms. She's got big fucking letters up and down both her fucking wrists. And I'm like, what the fuck are you putting in? I can't read it, so I don't know what it is. Then she's got it on the front. She's got tattoo. And I mean, now she starts, what did she talk about this time? Last time she talked about she worked at Hooters. They didn't like the color of her hair. This time she talked about riding a horse and how thoroughbred and horses are crazy. And you know me with horses, I was like, oh shit, now she's really on my shit list. So, I mean, she's a freaking idiot. I'm sorry. She is either, I would say her and the chief has matching tattoos, or there's one commercial that's pretty freaking funny. Probably is the most dangerous word used or something. And then it has this dude asking this girl, are you sure that we should get matching tattoos on our first date? She goes, yeah, we'll probably stay together. I was like, what the fuck? That's a great commercial. I don't even know what the commercial's for, but I remember that part. Do you really think we should get matching tattoos on our first date? Yeah, we'll probably stay together. Fuck that. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's just whatever. I mean, I just thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, let me go down to my comments here. All right. Chief talking about eating pew-pew. What? Wow. I was geo-tracked by one of the best police departments in the country. I drove 8,000 miles in 11 hours. Dude, you were hauling ass. Cop porn was bad. What? She has cock written on her knuckles. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I don't even know if she likes guys. I mean, she just seems one of those, I have to have 1,000 reasons. And this little armor, I'm talking about the investigator with all the tattoos, not the armor. The armor's got purple hair and probably got tattoos too, but she's not conducting an interview. I mean, I still think it's kind of unprofessional, but, you know, Rick, I have tattoos, I'm professional, how dare you, and you're tattoo. Whatever, people, I don't care what you do. I mean, I don't care. I'm not having any standards. If I was hiring somebody to do a job, some jobs, if I was to have one business, I wouldn't care if you had tattoos. Another business, I wouldn't want you to have tattoos. It depends on my clientele. But whatever. Rick, tattoos are really great. All right, whatever. I'm off like a palm dress. See. Let's see. Most of my tats are visible aside from one. What do you mean visible? I mean, first of all, when you get a tat, if you got clothes on, I noticed that girl was like wearing a thing around her neck and she's got long sleeve shirts on, but she keeps raising her arms. So a lot of police departments have a thing saying if you have tats down your arm, you can have tats. They can't be seen when you're wearing a uniform, which is why you'll see a lot of cops in summer wearing long sleeve shirts. You're like, why the fuck is that dumbass wearing a long shirt? Because he's probably got tats all up and down his arm. You know, I mean, whatever. I mean, if you got a guy that comes there and says, I like raping women, and he comes to a rape scene, people be like, well, that tat's okay. That's his right. He can have a tat. It's just not good. So you can get mad at me and call me all kind of names. Nicolas Cage, Phil, after all that. Yeah, because he blew a round off in her ear. I haven't been around to see the drama. Should we start joking about eating pew-pew? No, we don't want to eat pew-pew. He's just blocked because sometimes, I don't know, man. I think he just maybe tokes up a little too much and he gets a little out of hand. Pew-pew was just back and I already blocked again. I didn't block him the first time. I put him in timeout. This time I blocked him because he gave me the finger. He put 3 fingers and go, fuck you for slow chat. I don't want to read that shit. I'm sitting here trying to communicate with my audience. I don't do that many lives. I want to get feedback and talk to people and see what they want to talk about. Rick, she worked at Hooters. I know. And I don't know how. I mean, I haven't seen her with her shirt off, but whatever. Is pew-pew still banned? He's not banned. He's blocked from the chat. I don't know if he is blocked. I'll have to check. Let me see. Let me see if old pew-pew is blocked. Let me open up my, see what channel I'm on. And then I'll go to my settings. And then I'll go to community and we'll see if pew-pew's in there. So let's see if hidden users. Okay, so here's my hidden users right here. Let's see if pew-pew's in here. Did somebody see him? I might shoot past him. Cat lives matter. I don't even know who the hell I block, people. I mean, probably 90% of these blocks is I get these comments .uno, and they're all porn sites. And it's like, oh, and it's written in usually Russian or Spanish. And every time I see those, I block them. So I have, this is only like probably 1/100th of the people I have blocked. I have lots of people blocked. But I don't see pew-pew in here. And it won't let me search. 28 more. All right, let's show 28 more. Anybody see pew-pew? Somebody gonna see their name like, I didn't know I was blocked. Well, you know now. How about that shit? All right, where are we at? I didn't see pew-pew in there. Let's see. What spammer free chat slow mode sucks? Fuck you. Damn, now Corn Pop just got blocked. Anybody else want to flip me off? Corn Pot blocked. Okay, who else wants to flip me off? Let's see. Pew Pew Greek salad said Russian dress. What? Throwing blocks. Unblock Ashley if you see it. And sometimes, not often, I'll be blocking somebody and my screen will move and I end up blocking a person below it and I didn't see what their name was. And I'm like, fuck, I just blocked that person. So sometimes, every once in a while, somebody gets blocked accidentally. And then I feel bad. Rick's banned like a cookbook. All right. Let's see. Corn Pop just got popped. He did. If you have tats, you cannot be a Jew's graveyard. What? Do Jews not allow tats? I've never heard that. I can't keep up with all the crazy shit that people want to blame on Jews. It's like Jews always leave the toilet seat up. What? What? I mean, it's just crazy shit. Tattoos can clear you or convict you. I should have ripped my shirt. Yeah, that is true. I mean, once you get a tat and you're arrested, those tats are in your system on you. Very hard to hide. Someone asked if they're blocked. No, because they'll be blocked. Don't ask. Don't take the bait, people. James Warren. It's okay, Rick. I don't mind switching over. Ashley, if you put in a comment to remind me when I review the comments, if you put a comment with a link to your account, go to your homepage and put that link. When I click on it, it'll bring it up, and then I can click to block you, and it will show either blocked or unblocked. And if it says unblock, I can unblock you. But you have to send me a link. I have so many people that want me to go try and find their freaking name through their name, and I get 40,000, and they don't. The only way I unblock you is if you send me a link that I can click on, and it will take me to your page that you think is blocked. Then I can click on the little flag. Like, let's see here. So I got comments here on Harry Burns. Oh, hang on. Let me blow this up. So Harry Burns right here, if I click on his name, it brings up his homepage. If you send me this link, then all I have to do is I click about, I click the flag, and it says block user. If you're blocked, when I click this, it will say unblock user, and I can click it. You make it easy for me, I'll unblock you. If you cry and email, man, I don't know what I did, but you blocked me. That's bullshit, man. You should have blocked me. I was a long subscriber, and man, that's fucked up. And I ain't fucking going through trying to find you and go search and do all this fuck. If you make it easy, I don't mind unblocking you. But you better fucking give me a link that's easy so I can just go to you. And again, it's whatever your name is. So if you go to your name, Peter K here, I click on Peter K. I see this. I click about. I click on a little flag. He's not blocked because I have the option to block him. If he was blocked, I would only have the option to unblock him. All right? We got that straight? I've only said that like, what, 30,000 times? And I still get people crying to me in emails and in comments. Man, this is my other account, and you blocked my one account. I don't know why. You didn't tell me. Whatever. All right. Would Rick ban the whole room if everyone started giving finger? No, I'd probably just shut down the live. I'm not here to, to get my jollies blocking. I don't want to block, but I don't want to waste my time reading bullshit comments. I never emailed you. I just made a new account. Nobody makes it easy anymore. It's like the guy that was picking up my motorcycle, this shit just drove me nuts. I don't know what the fuck it is with this new generation of fucking texting. Nobody can communicate anymore. So I get an email from a guy at a company that says, hey, can we pick up your motorcycle on Friday? They put the money in my account. They wired the money in my account like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, when the fuck are you picking up the bike? I want it out of the garage. I don't want something to fall on it. I don't want it to fall over. I want to get rid of it. You gave me the fucking money. It's your bike. Come get the motherfucker. So 2 weeks go by. I finally get an email saying, hey, this is Max from so-and-so transport. Is Friday okay to pick up your bike? I go, yeah, perfect. I said, I'm ready, to get rid of it. Okay. We'll probably be there Friday. Somebody will contact you. Thursday, I get an email from a guy. What was his name? Dave or something. We'll just call him Dave. Shit, I got my phone, but I can check. Anyway, so he sends me this email and goes, hey, I'm going to be by to pick up your bike tomorrow. I go, okay, cool. I email him back. What time? No response. A little bit later. Sometime around midday. What the fuck is midday? How the fuck do I know what midday is? Midday to you may be different to me. What the fuck is midday? Who are you, the fucking cable company? I asked you a question, you go, midday, anywhere from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fuck you. What time are you going to be here? I want to have the bike ready. I wanted to have it warmed up so it would fire up easy if you wanted to test drive it. I wanted to have it ready. I want to know what time you're fucking being here. I don't want to plan my whole day for mid-fucking day. So I email him back instead of being a jerk like I normally am and jumping in his ass. I email him back and I go, well, look, I'm about an hour away from the house, so I need to get about an hour notice so I can get back to the house and meet you. He answers, okay. I'm like, I go, are you going to email me? What was his answer? I can't remember what I asked him, but it was some other flagrant bullshit. So then Friday comes around. I'm waiting for fucking midday. And at 1 o'clock or 12, I go, hey, I'm coming home for lunch. Are you in the area or close? Trying to get a time on when he's going to be here. Yeah, is his answer. I'm like, yeah. Does that mean you're close? He answered back, I'll be there today. What? So then a couple hours later, he emails me, hey, can I pick it up tomorrow? I've got like a lot of bikes today. I'm at an auction or some shit. Can I pick it up tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I'm going to be out of town this weekend. And I said, I've already canceled my insurance for today. So I said, if you don't get it today, I'm out of the contract. He emails it back. Okay. What the fuck does that mean? So I email him back. I mean, this is all text. We're going texting. He can't fucking call. He can't communicate shit. So when he says, okay, I go, does that mean you're picking up today or we're going to do it later? He emails back, today. I was ready to strangle this dude. So I'm kind of like, you know me, I'm a little reactionary. I'm not what you would call the calm. Let's hug this out. We'll talk about it when you get here. I'm just not that type. I'm just like, I want to email him. Look, dude, I'm tired of pulling fucking teeth. Give me a fucking time on when I can expect you so I don't have to plan my whole fucking day waiting for you to show up. That's what I wanted to email him. But I forgot what I ended up doing. Somehow he was like, in a couple hours. And then a couple hours go by and I go, are you close? I'm leaving now and I got to go pick up Justin. Then I'll be on my way. I'm like, who the fuck is Justin? Why are you picking him up? And where the fuck does Justin live? Where are you coming from? And what is that? How does that fucking help me that you're picking up Justin and on your way? It was just fucking amazing. 2 hours later, he fucking shows up. Dude, I was ready to I was almost going to fucking text him and go, fuck you. You're waiting for me. He showed up out there and I was going to be a dick. I saw him pull up and he texted me, I'm here. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck him. I ain't going to answer him. I was in the middle of giving my horses a bath too. I said, I ain't even going to fucking answer him. I'm going to let him fucking wait out there and see how he fucking likes it. And then when he asked me, are you coming down? I'm going to answer, okay. And I ain't going to I was really just planning on how to be a dick to this guy. And then I was like, I look out there, I got my binoculars, I look at it, because I was going to set up a camera in case he climbed the fence or came and checked the bike, because I had the bike parked just on this side of the fence. So all I have to do is open a gate, start it up, and drive it out to him. So I was like, okay, let me make sure he doesn't go up there and like turn the bike over, try to look at it, and fucking ends up turning it over accidentally. And then I was just like, you know what? When I looked at the guy, he was fucking walking like he had fucking one leg. I mean, he was Festus Parker. He was way over. I'm not skinny. He was way overweight. And I was like, he was sweating and he had fucking like 8 bikes on a fucking flatbed. I was like, are you kidding me? How did he get all those damn bikes up there? And how's he going to get mine on there? He had a trike and I mean, I was like, what the? And I was like, you know what? This guy's out here working hard. He's probably trying to make a living. He doesn't look like the sharpest tool it ain't fucking worth it. Let me just go down there and get this done and get over it. So I go down there. I pull out my nice guy card for some fucking reason. I don't know. I don't like using it, but I used it. I went down there and I go, hey, how you doing? Yeah, here's the bike. And I said, you want me to pull it out for you? And he goes, no, I'll drive it. And he waddles over to it. I'm like, dude, can you even hold this bike up? He goes, I just had a hip replaced, and then a motorcycle fell on my leg, and both my tibias were broken, and I'm in a lot of pain. And I was like, dude, I'll drive it out for you. I can get it. And he gets on it, and he's wobbly. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna turn my bike over. So, and I haven't even looked at the video yet. Before I drove down there, I activated my video, and I'm actually filming him because I wanted the whole contact in case later he said we had something. I took pictures of it, and I don't want him calling back, hey, we got your bike, and there was damage you didn't tell us about. I'm like, well, fuck you, I got a video of it. But anyway, so he gets on the bike, and he goes out to drive it up this ramp, and the ramp's pretty short, and my bike's is a Harley. It's pretty low, so it almost centers on his ass, and he freaking guns it up this freaking ramp, almost goes airborne to get it on this ramp after he drives a trike off, and he puts the trike in the road. And so he puts my bike on this freaking trailer with all these other Harleys, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to get in your business, but I'm just wondering how you going to get this trike on there. And he's like, oh, I'm going to disconnect the trailer and put it in the back of my pickup. So the back of his pickup is empty. He's got a freaking full-size 3-wheel motorcycle that's freaking huge. I don't even know how it's going to fit in the back of this pickup truck, or if it will fit in the back of it. He's got a trailer with 7 different Harleys on it, 1 crotch rocket, 6 different Harleys. I mean, it is packed to the hilt, and he's got this 3-wheel here. And I'm like, I said, you got any ramps? I said, how are you going to get that in your truck? He goes, oh, I'm going to go find a ditch or something. And I'm like, okay. I said, if you turn right down here, you might find a ditch. There's some ditches down there. And I kind of felt sorry for the guy. So I'm standing around waiting. His wife gets out. I guess it's his wife, girlfriend, somebody's helping him. And they're messing with the thing. And he leaves the battery on. My light's on. I'm like, dude, you know the lights are on? He goes, yeah. He goes, I know. And I'm thinking like, well, why the fuck are you going to run down the battery? If you know it's on, why are you leaving them on? And so about 5 minutes later, he's strapping, and we're talking about bikes are worth, and he's telling about how he got injured and ran over by a fucking skunk, whatever. I don't know. And we're talking, and I'm like, dude, the battery's still on. It's running down. And he's like, yeah, I know. It's like, what the fuck? And, you know, somebody's going to say, like, Rick, it's none of your business. He's doing it. He's a professional. Why you fucking ask questions? I just wanted to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I don't want him to get the bike there and the battery be dead and go, hey, the guy gave us a bike with a bad battery, and now I had to get a new battery for it, and now they're trying to charge me for a new battery. I just don't want to get dinged. So finally, he's about ready to leave, and I'm like, dude, you're just going to leave the lights on the whole time? And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I'm into. He goes, I need to put it in transport mode. I go, why is that? He goes, because when it's bumping on the road, your alarm will keep going off and it'll drain the battery. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. So he puts, I guess you turn his handle on, he puts on, and then he leaves. And I was just, I was just like, you know what? I'm just so glad. I called my insurance company, go cancel it. Hey, anybody's got a motorcycle, I really want to tell you about this Dairyland insurance. Dairyland is pretty freaking cool. Every insurance company wanted like $700-800 a year, $1,200 a year to give me insurance on this Harley. Dairyland was $287 a year, full coverage. I don't know how they do it, but they are the freaking motorcycle insurance. And I asked them when I canceled my insurance, I called them at like, 9 o'clock at night, and they answer the phone. And he goes, yeah, I can cancel it. We'll send you a rebate. But I go, dude, you guys have been really great. Gave me a good rate. I've never had to deal with you, but you answer the phone, you're canceling it. I said, I'm going to give you a plug on my YouTube channel. So I said, do you guys do insurance just in Texas? They go, no, we do it pretty much in all the states. So Dairyland Insurance, if you guys have a motorcycle or know anybody has a motorcycle, tell them to call this company because they got really freaking cheap insurance, the cheapest you're going to get. So anyway, I digress. I probably missed so many comments. People are like telling me all kind of shit. All right, let me go back. I'm trying to get to the comments. And I'm on slow mode, and freaking they have been flying by. So, all right, where are we at here? Hi from Alberta. Howdy from Alberta. Howdy from Texas. I'll give you 2 thumbs up, 5-star rating. Good job. That's reasonable. Hey, Rick, ban the whole room if everybody starts giving you a finger. No, I ain't banning. I'm just going to cancel the damn live. Really, pew pew. CC, not a bitch. What? Greetings. Good luck, America. Hey, Lace. Free Eric Brent. You didn't put free Eric Brent. What's that? What happened with that? Let's see. Ex bootlegger. Guinea fowl. Harry Burns. Harry Balls. Work for me. What's going on? An hour late. I'm improving. I don't even say the B word here. Why? I mean, I don't care what. Look, I don't want to censor people or have people nervous to talk in the comments. I just don't want personal contacts about me. Don't make it about me. Make it about what I said, the facts, something's wrong, your own opinion. You can make it about anything. Just don't make it personal about me and attack me because you can't argue anything else. And then don't do stupid shit like, you know, just waste my fucking time with fingers. And look, here we go. Pew pew. Is he blocked? It's not even worth blocking his ass. No tats. Spegma. What? Jewish? Spegma is what I pull out of my horse's pee-pee. That tat that said, Rick, you can't say that. Who had the tat that said, Rick, you can't say that? I didn't know anybody had a tat that said that. Tell us a crazy scat people story. No, those freaking people are nasty. I don't even like talking about those freaking people. Scat people, the poop people that like to have poop on them. Rick, is the nurse wobble videos? No, man. YouTube freaking was banning. They were all over that shit. I got all kind of heat for the wobble video. I think that was on my channel when they shut down my channel and erased all my videos. That might have been on, we call that a clue channel, and they shut that whole channel down. Not only did they shut that channel down, if you went to We Call That a Clue for like 3 years after they shut it down, it says this channel was shut down for racist comments. I mean, it was just totally calling me a fucking racist, not saying what I said, the contacts, how they racist. Just if you went to Think Like or We Call That a Clue channel, it blasted up. This channel shut down for racist, for being racist. I was like, fucking YouTube, man. They could just label you. You know, and they left it up. Every time you ran my channel, you got that. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, you know, these motherfuckers call names and shit. It's just, all right. I learned that I WAP is without papers. I didn't know that. A lot of people told me that. Somewhere I mentioned WAP, or I think that's a term for an Italian or something, a WAP. But I never knew what the hell it meant. And somebody goes, it means without papers, W-O-P. I go, oh, I didn't know that. Let's see. If you have tattoos in Japan, you can't go in a sauna. Get the fuck out. Are you serious? Wow. Man, that's pretty strict. And I thought Japanese did some nice Japanese tattoos. They got the nice koi fish and the bright colors and shit. And the samurai and all that. I'm really surprised that they are that, you know, tattooism against, let's see, Jews don't allow tattooed bodies. Really? I didn't know that. No tats for Jews. No shit. I didn't know. My buddy, I can't tell you what we're doing yet because I don't want to get him in trouble. It might be on the verge of illegal. So anyway, but he's got me involved in this shit, and I'm everything in my gut is saying, dude, this has so many ways to go wrong. I better not get fucked in this. But I can't tell you what it is yet. Y'all have to remind me later. It's my old partner from Computer Crimes. And he's the guy that likes the aliens, and I used to fuck with his computer and take his ball out of his mouse. A mouse used to have a little ball at the bottom instead of a light, and you could take that ball out, and then it didn't work. I used to go take his ball out. He'd be like, Rick, can you come fix my mouse, man? It ain't working. And he had no, they put him in computer forensics on the computer task force, and he didn't know how to freaking hook up a keyboard. I mean, he didn't know plug and play, nothing. I mean, I wasn't a computer expert, but I was fairly knowledgeable about computers when I went in there. He didn't know shit. So I would be fucking blocking his password, changing his password, making his camera come on and videotape him when he logged in. I mean, I was always fucking with this dude. And he didn't have a clue. Well, hopefully I don't get fucked in this deal. But anyway, it's it has potential to go bad. I forgot why I was talking about him. How the hell did he come up? Oh, him and his wife, he's my age. Him and his wife went out and got tattoos. I go, what? Dude, what the fuck are you going to get a tattoo? He goes, we were talking about it. We're like, what the fuck? We don't care. We're going to get one. And I go, what'd you get? He goes, I got a Linus on my forearm all the way down to my wrist. I go, what? And he went to Hawaii to get it. He researched tattoo people, and they went to Hawaii to get this. They're in Hawaii now. And she got an owl on her arm from her wrist down. And evidently her owl is for him, being a wise owl, and his Linus is for her for looking over. And they got their kids' birth flowers or birthmark. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing getting tattoos? Fuck it. It's my body. I don't give a fuck. We both said we don't care. I was like, all right, do what you got to do. Whatever. I mean, I don't give a fuck if he gets a tattoo. I don't care if anybody gets a tattoo. But I was just giving him shit. But he still got me involved in this other fucking, man, I wish I could talk about it. But if I talk about it, somebody will rat me out, and then we will get caught. And I'm not even doing anything wrong. I'm not trying to do anything wrong, but it could end up that way. So I'm a little leery that he's got me involved in this shit. But he's a buddy of mine, and I want to help him out. All right, where are we at here? Tail. I can't. Blunt Man says Yatza predominantly are the ones with tattoos in Japan. Some young people are getting them, but it's still pretty rare. Really? I didn't know that. Enjoying some soup on a call. I know, isn't it freaking crazy? I got a sweatshirt on, and it's almost June, and I got a freaking sweatshirt on in Texas. Dude, it was the best cutting day in the world. I cut that I was riding my tractor. I was singing. What's that song? Do you want to go for a ride on my little green tractor? It's my little orange tractor. We can go fast, or we can go faster. What's that song? Anybody know that song? It's a country song. Alexa, play Go Fast on My Tractor.
Closing on the inside. Early voting at the center. Early voting comes inside and wins it. He wins the Preakness by a length and a half.
What the fuck is that? Alexa, you stupid freaking crazy ass woman. I said play the song. Alexa, play Ride on My Tractor. Alexa, play Ride on My Tractor.
Yup on My Tractor by Fly Rich Double on Amazon Music.
That's not it. Alexa, stop. Somebody tell me what the name of that song is. Big Green Tractor. Is that what it is? Alexa, play Big Green Tractor.
Big Green Tractor by Jason Aldean on Amazon Music.
Got me a strike, you crazy woman. All right. Alexa, stop. So that's the tractor. He says the green for John Deere, but mine's orange, whatever. So somebody commented on my putting the kill switch on my tractor. He goes, dude, you already have a kill switch installed. Your tractor's orange and not green. I was like, that's fucked up. Or he says you got an anti-theft installed. Nobody wants to steal a Kubota. I think he's full of shit. I think Kubota's good, but whatever. Rick's drunk. I ain't freaking drunk. I haven't even finished my first Jack and Coke, although it's a double, but I still haven't finished it. Giving free rides. I was standing up on my tractor out there today, out there mowing. I'm standing up, stretching, and I'm like, damn, I'm tired of sitting down. So I'm standing up, and it's still rolling. And then I was like, as I'm rolling, I was like, shit, I thought this thing had a kill switch if I stood up. I said, if I fall off this thing, this motherfucker's going to roll me over and cut my head off. And then right as I say it and I'm stretching, the thing starts shutting down. I'm like, oh, shit. I jump back down. It starts back up. And I'm like, what the? So I stand up. Some reason the switch or something must have stuck. Because every time I stood up after that, it started shutting down. But for some reason, I was standing up for a while, doing my stretching, doing my yoga shit. I was like, all right. Let's see. I'll take a ride on your horse tractor. Remember that Seinfeld episode where that girl, her boyfriend told her she got VD from the tractor because she sat on the tractor seat in her underwear or in a bikini, and that's how she got VD, and she believed him. Freaking idiot. She was probably a detective, the same detective that's interviewing on that freaking Alec Baldwin shooting. All right. Let's see. Corn pop, pew pew, tractor yoga. I was doing tractor yoga. I was sitting there so long and my neck gets sore because, I mean, when you're cutting for 3 hours straight and you're looking, okay, I got to make sure I don't hit a tree with the bucket. So if I go by the tree, I got to go low. When I go under the tree, I got to make sure everything's low, and I got my roll bar so that hits and a bush falls. And then you got by the telephone pole. I don't want my bucket to clip it, and you can't swing on the tractor because it's got the big cutter in the back. So if you swing, it'll throw it into something. So you got to clear it before you turn away from it. So I mean, there's a lot of things when you're driving a tractor you got to pay attention to, and I've made most of the mistakes, so I know I haven't really hit anything with the bucket yet. But you know, I've taken a couple branches. What I really need to do now is I ordered me a roof for it. Hey, I got a little thingy, $2 tip from Ricky Torres. UC inmate escape bus, fat cop chasing him. No. Is that the one in a wheelchair or a different one? Play the motorcycle song. What's the motorcycle song? I don't know what the motorcycle song is. Let's see. No Rick comments are canceled. What? Were you actually a cop? No, I just played one. I was never a cop. You know, people, sometimes it really amazes me that people ask if I was a cop. I have my entire bio posted. I have pictures of me getting bit by dogs, rappelling off buildings, in my uniform with horses. I have all these freaking pictures and my entire bio and my DD-214 posted online for anybody to find. And I got people complaining when I do my videos. Dude, why don't you try being a cop before you try to think you're know-it-all? It's different if you had to go out and do the job instead of just talking about it. I'm like, you dipshit. I was a freaking cop for 30 years. You're full of shit. You don't know nothing about police. I mean, it's just crazy. And it's usually the cops who are butthurt because that's how cops cancel out anything you say negative about cops. They say you're not a cop. So now when a cop with experience says something, now it's like another cop must have slept with my wife. I must have been a dirty cop. You know, they'll come up with they have to cancel everybody. That point, they don't discuss the facts. They don't discuss the fact that somebody fired 100 rounds. You know, that last video where they hit the guy 45 times. I had people telling me, I don't care if they hit him 100 times. And to me, that's just absurd. Minimum force necessary to accomplish. Once deadly force is authorized. But once the threat is gone, you can't keep using deadly force. These idiots that were commenting on that thing saying, so what, they shot him 45 times. I don't care if they shoot him 100 times. He had a gun. That's not the point, you fucking idiot. I don't have a problem with him shooting at him when he's got a gun. I got a problem when they shoot him and he's on the ground and they shoot him another 20 or 30 times. That's bullshit. That's excessive. And anybody that doesn't think that accept it is a fucking idiot. Because those same people will be like, okay, once deadly force is authorized, okay, a guy comes out of the store and I shoot him and he falls dead. So now I can piss on him. I can cut his arms off. I can cut his head off and hold it up. I can tie him to the back of my patrol car and drive him around. Rick, it's already authorized to kill him. He had a gun. Who cares what they do? That's your logic, you fucking idiots. I mean, it's so hard dealing with such illogical arguments when they come up with this shit. And I'm like, dude, who the fuck puts on your pants? I mean, somebody's got to be dressing you because you can't be that fucking stupid and putting on your own pants. But I digress. I have a drink. Where am I at? I'm totally glad you're not pulling me over. Dude, if you want to get pulled over by somebody, you'd want to get pulled over by me. I mean, you have to be such a fucking dick to get a ticket. And I mean, there was even people that were dicks, and I just didn't write tickets. If you want to get pulled over by somebody, I'm the guy. Believe me. Okay? I mean, the shit that I've let people go for, my fucking supervisors would have had a shit fit. The public would go crazy. I just don't fucking deal with fucking bullshit traffic shit. Very, very rarely. You have to really, really work your way into a fucking ticket with me. Yeah, I think most of the people that are doing that are cops. When I see the name and it's not a name and it's some off-the-wall shit or whatever, it's a cop. And I get it because as a cop, I didn't have free speech. I could not do what I'm doing if I was working. Because if I said anything against the department, most agencies have a thing saying you will not talk about other cops, which I think is bullshit. I mean, a cop raped somebody and it's against policy for me to say he was an asshole because he was part of the department. And I can't talk about anybody in the department per policy. A cop can kill somebody and rape and murder, and I can't say anything because it's against policy. So cops don't have free speech. I don't think that's why they keep their mouth shut. I think they're just pussy and they protect the blue line and they like the blue line and they like, the shit. But there is policy, and I could not talk as free as I talk now when I was working because I had to be aware that if my agency wanted to step on my dick, they could. So, slow chat sucks. Okay, dude, that's the second one. Now you're getting blocked. All righty, blocked. Say goodbye to whatever the fuck his name was because I don't remember. All right, where are we at here? I went to We Call That a Clue. It pulled up this channel. Oh, did it really? Wow. It used to say cancel for racist. Wow. Did you see where the cop tased that guy at the gas station? Yeah, I think I did a video on that. I think 3 cops caught fire. Pull over once in my life, running a red light. Dude, I got pulled. I cannot imagine how many times I got pulled over. I mean, I'm serious. I've been pulled over since I was freaking 15 riding a motorcycle. I can't count the number of times I've been pulled over. It has to be well over 50, if not close to 100 times that I've been pulled over. Rick, you're crazy. Whatever. I mean, I drive it like I stole it. I'm a driving mofo. Rick, don't get a heart attack. No, I'm not getting no freaking heart attack. These freaking crazy ass people. Let's see. Rick, you pull me over speeding with an open beer and I'm not drunk. What happens? I'll be like, dude, here's exactly what happened. Is that a fucking beer? Dude, are you stupid? If you're going to fucking drink, why are you speeding? At least fucking go the speed limit. You're a dumbass. Give me the beer. I'm pouring that shit out. Slow the fuck down. You're being a dumbass. See you later. That's how that traffic stop would go. I don't sweat that shit. The cops that deal with that. Wisconsin vehicle code. Oh, that's a ticket for having an open container. Oh, I got it. They're just fucking such. I mean, their whole demeanor is just. They're just pussies. They're just fucking. That's not why I went in a cop. I didn't go in there to write some dude a ticket because he's speeding. It's just. Let's see. Pulling me over. You're going 10 miles faster and dark 10 by. Let's see. I just got pulled over. Officer threatened my life. What the fuck? You know what? 5 years ago, I don't want this dude's full of shit. That didn't happen. Today, I actually believe him. It does not surprise me a bit. I've got a video coming out. What was that video? Dude, I'm telling you, man, this is what videos I got coming out here. So here's part 8, part 7. Oh, I got to share this. You guys can't see it. So here's part 8. I got to type in all the bullshit and do all that shit. Kill switch, chef, part 4, part 3, part 1, part 2. All right, here's one unlisted. St. Johns County, Florida, deputy fired. I don't even remember what that fucking video is about. Isn't that funny? I don't even know what this video is about. When did I do it? Fired after him beating a man. Oh, this is a bald dude. This one will be out Monday, Earning the Hate. This is a bald dude with freaking his shirt 2 sizes too small, and he kicks this dude in the head and beats him with a baton. I mean, this guy is a freaking... All these cops, 3 of them, all pussies, beat up this guy. He doesn't have any clothes on. He's driving fast, probably on PCP. He never throws a punch. He never kicks. He never does anything. These cops beat the shit out of him for like 15 minutes. It is fucking bullshit. And, of course, it's a ball-shaped head, fucking muscle-bound, steroid fucking... I buy my shirts 3 sizes too small. And, oh, man, that video, I was like, you got to be shitting me. What's the other one that's coming out? I got so many damn... Unlisted. Oh, that's 3. That's that one. Over 18. What's this one? Washington, D.C. foot chase. This was a pretty good one. I think the cops did fairly okay here. But in D.C., this guy starts chasing this guy with a gun, and he shoots at him twice and misses. And the guy drops the gun. And he's fucking still screaming. He's out of control. This one was kind of funny. Let's see. What other videos I got coming out here? All right, those must be the only 2 that I've done. I still have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let me share that screen. Let me share my other screen. How do I share that? Stop sharing, share. I'm going to share my other screen so you can see all my tabs. See all these tabs up here? These are all the videos that I have to do that I haven't done yet. All these freaking tabs. Oh, can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. Let me stop sharing. All right. Let me share the other one so that will get you back to the other side. All right, where we at? I don't even know how the hell I got there. I got pulled over. Officer threatened me 3 times. How the hell did I get there? All right. They're horrible videos. Cops hurting people. It's crazy. I mean, cops are so out of control and so unaccountable, and they don't give a shit. And all this isolated bullshit. It's just outrageous. And what's really outrageous is that other cops, the so-called good cops, won't even call them out or say something. Let's see. Wait, I didn't read that comment. There are okay. I would love to get pulled over by Rick. Let's see. If police can't respect the law, how am I supposed to? Not only police, the judges don't respect it. The DAs don't respect it. The courts don't respect it. Prison guards don't respect it. Our politicians don't respect it. The only people that gets fucked by the government are the working class pesky citizen. Everyone else gets a pass. It's bullshit. Lackluster channel, body cam. Yeah, Lackluster, he did one video that I was like, what the fuck? Anyone wearing a smoky hat is a dick. That is true. And I'll tell you who else is usually a dick. If they got stripes on their pants. If they got red or yellow stripes down the side of their pants, they're a dick. If they're wearing motorcycle boots with their pants tucked in, they're a dick. I mean, and I'm saying this as a cop. Every cop I know, I mean, even all the motorcycle cops, because all they do is write tickets. You cannot become a motorcycle cop unless you write a lot of tickets in order to get picked for that job. You have to prove that you're a ticket writing fucking maniac just to get considered to get a motorcycle, because everybody wants to ride motorcycles. The only way to get it is you have to be a ticket writing fool. So most motorcycle cops are pussies. They are ticket writing fools who are pussies. Now, my partner in Vallejo, Kelly, good dude. He rode motors, and he was a good dude. I mean, when he got on motors, he made sergeant. He was my FTO. He was a good dude, and I liked him. And I'm kind of surprised that he was in there, but he's a little bit of a go along to get along kind of guy. I mean, we would talk between us, real talk, but in front of admin or other people, he was pretty straight arrow company team player. ID show Ricky some cleavage. What? Who's showing me cleavage? Did I miss the cleavage? I think most are teenagers or kids. Message canceled. Rick, can you pull me over anytime? I get my hoochie waxed. Color saying tag team all day. It's crazy. I mean, and it's not the problem with these guys is it's not that they're out there writing really reckless drivers and people that are a danger to the public. They're getting their quotas. They are getting anything they can get because that's what they do. It's just, to me, it's just so lack of integrity to take my, kind of like that guy that I was going to beef because he couldn't fucking communicate and it was pissing me off that I couldn't get a time. And then when I kind of looked at it from, I guess from the outside, like this dude's out here working hard. He's got 8 bikes. He's obviously working. He's trying to make a living. He's got his girlfriend. He's limping. He's hurting. And he's still out there trying to make a living. Do I really need to beef him because I'm freaking inconvenienced a little bit because he can't communicate? I mean, it still pisses me off. I still think it's not good for the business, but I didn't need to bring any more misery in this guy's life. I mean, the dude, he's got enough going on. Why would I want to inflict pain or injury or make somebody's life more miserable when they don't really have that much already? I mean, to me, it's just being decent. And cops that write tickets, they don't give a fuck if it's your last dime, if you're going to go hungry, if your kids aren't going to fucking get new clothes, if you can't pay your child support. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, I'm getting my stat. I'm going to court. I'm getting overtime. I'm keeping people happy. Fuck you. And I don't give a fuck what this causes you. And to me, that's just a nasty disposition to have when you have power. When you have power and you have that disposition and attitude, man, that's a bad combination. But you know what? Whatever. Let's see. Harry got in his car, turned a key. He probably does that because he's a good communicator. Yeah, he's not a good communicator, but I don't think anybody is. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a great communicator, but when you're dealing with people and you're providing a service, you need to be clear and concise. I'm at here. I'm about 30 minutes away. I'm going to try and be there at 2. If it changes, I'll let you know. I mean, that's not rocket science. You don't have to be smart to do that. Somebody hasn't taught him. So, and I was thinking, am I bitching about this and not going to help this guy? And I was going to go, dude, just a tip from an old guy with freaking gray whiskers that might know something. When you're communicating, people want to know details like what time so they can plan and they're waiting for you. I said, I had like 8 texts from you and I never got a time. I never knew how far you were. I never knew how long it would take to drive. I didn't know who the fuck Justin was and why you were telling me you were picking him up. And then he shows up and you don't have fucking Justin. It was killing me not to go, where the fuck is Justin? You text me you're picking up Justin and there's no fucking Justin. Is this woman that your wife is Justin? And then I did ask him, I was like, when you text me and said you were picking up somebody, I thought you were getting a driver and they were just going to drive it back. He goes, oh, no, I never drive them. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, why the fuck are you stopping to pick somebody up when you got me waiting? But again, I didn't want to make a big deal. I don't need to make a big deal out of something, but it's just very frustrating. The whole purpose of selling my bike this way and taking less money than I could have got was convenience. I didn't want to deal with people calling and can I look at it? Can I take it for a drive? When was the last time you changed the oil? Will you take less? I just didn't want to deal with that shit because I'm just not real good with dealing with that shit. I'm just like, yo, motherfucker, I put the price. Either you want it or you don't. If you don't fucking come get it. And that's just not how most people want to buy something. So I get it. I'm not saying it's good. I get it. But the whole purpose of taking less money is convenience. And this was a pain in the ass. You send me the money, and then I got the bike for 2 fucking weeks in my garage. And you tell me I have to keep insurance on it. And you tell me I'm responsible for any injuries or any accidents or anything that happens to it. And now you don't fucking tell me when you're going to pick it up. And then when you do, you try to cancel. And you don't give me a time. And it's like I've got to rearrange my whole life just to get this bike picked up, when the whole reason I took less money was for convenience, so I didn't have to do that. You know, when they're buying, it's like, oh, you don't have to do nothing. Just send us this. We'll deposit the money in your account, and we'll come pick it up at your house. I'm like, dude, that sounds really good. Fuck, if you would have told me, well, it's going to be maybe 21 days, and the guy may call, and he may not, and he may cancel, and it may take 3 weeks for it. I mean, I would have probably went, fuck, this ain't that fucking easy. Maybe I don't want to take that less money. Rick, you just like to hate on people. Whatever. I'm fighting a motorcycle cop ticket. U-turn, street highway, trial by declaration in progress, waiting for the officer to respond over a month. Well, that's good. If he doesn't respond, fuck it. Cops don't like paperwork. If you can make them, I used to always tell people, I was like, dude, I don't want to go to court. If I write you a ticket, if you come flatten my tire and I come out and my fucking police car has a fucking flat on it, I'm fucking missing court. So if you want to get out a ticket, I say, come fucking flatten my tire. I'd fucking tell people, I don't give a fuck. Flatten my motherfucking tire, then I ain't got to go to court. Good. But I mean, I just didn't write that many tickets, so I didn't go to court. Even when I wrote tickets, I already knew in my mind I wasn't going to court. If this motherfucker goes to court, he's going to win because I ain't showing up. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Because when I wrote a ticket, normally it's because it was flagrant and a supervisor or people had to back me up or I tied up the radio. And then if I gave a warning, it'd be like, yo, motherfucker, you had all these people looking and stopping and we fucking pull people to help you. And then you give a fucking warning. You don't even write them. So sometimes there's pressure to write when you don't have to. But I mean, like I said, that one dude I chased and he fucking ran out of gas. I chased him. I lost him. Another cop caught him, pulled him over at gunpoint. And I went up to him and he was a young kid. And he was like, oh man, he goes, I just didn't want to stop. And he goes, I forgot I didn't fill up with gas. He was a good kid. He was out there just being stupid. He ran from the cops. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, dude, I got all these people chasing you and shit. I can't let you go. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to write you a fucking ticket. But I'm going to tell you right now, go to court. I'm not going to show up. Or I think I just said I'm going to throw the ticket in the back seat. I'm not even going to turn it in. So I'm going to give you a ticket. Everybody's going to think I issued you a ticket. But I'm not turning in a fucking ticket. So just throw it away. But don't tell anybody. Okay, man, thanks. I mean, he didn't go, what? I don't give a fuck. I chased him. He ran. He got away. Big fucking deal. He wasn't a criminal. He was just running. He was being a kid. I don't want to ruin a guy's life. That's the problem with the laws now, is we ruin young kids' lives for doing shit that young kids do. We all did stupid shit. It shouldn't be the end of the world. You know, give this guy a fucking felony evasion. He ran from cops. He violated this. He's got his license suspended now. He can't get a job. Now he's got a felony arrest. I mean, it's just, why do you want to ruin people's lives? Like, because government don't give a fuck about you. And that's why our government is fucked. But I digress. Well, I don't want to get on government because I'll get angry. Rick, can you go over how a cop can attach a flag to your DL that you're confrontational with law enforcement? You know what? That would be new. I could not flag your DL like that. Now, what I could do is put a warning on your name if they ran you local, because most agencies have a local like warrant system. And so if I ran you for local warrants, that means, do you have any warrants in the county? They would call the sheriff's department, warrants division. Does this guy have any warrants? No. That's running you local. Some agencies have a computer system for locals that every time I go to a house, the address is put in there, who I contacted, what the call was, how long the call, who the officer that responded. All that's in the call log attached to the address. So that's in that system. So if I want to flag your house on that system, I would say, dispatch 7 Henry 21, just at this residence, blah, blah. Can you flag officer safety or officer notification? There's cameras presence at the door, or there's a large dog in the back that's aggressive. People are not cop friendly or uncooperative to police. That would be a flag. It doesn't mean that people are going to go to your house now and harass you. It just means if somebody calls 911 or the neighbor calls to say, I want you to go to 123 shit neighbor street right here. When I log in that call, it's going to pop up. Hey, 721 put an officer warning on this door. They have cameras. There's an aggressive dog and they're not cop friendly. Now, normally I wouldn't do that for somebody that has cameras up. I would do that if we were doing a drug warrant, if we did a freaking search warrant on stolen cars and we found a couple stolen engines in the garage and it was a flop house and there was 5 people living there and 4 of them were on parole and 1 was on probation and it was a shit style and there was stolen goods and it was just a shit house. I would flag that house so other cops knew when they went there, hey, notice you're stepping into a shitstorm. There's going to be people running out the back. There may be parolees there. There may be weapons. There shouldn't be weapons. There's a lot of felons in a house, blah, 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 blah. Now, some people may think that's government overreach. I'm okay with that because as a cop, I would like to know that when I show up versus handling it blind, not knowing. Nowadays, that information, the cops will go there with fucking guns blazing and shoot everybody. See, that's the difference. If we went there and that happened, it'd be like, okay, they got cameras. Okay, let's just be aware. That's how we would handle that. Nowadays, they would show up with their guns and dogs and freaking things and long rifles. And if anybody moves, they fucking shoot everybody. That's the difference. All right. I just spilled some of my drink. Pissed me off. I hit my, you guys can't see that. So I hit my little handle here. I'm getting a lot of glare here. Anybody else getting that glare? Let me see if this light will take some of that glare off. So I hit my handle and it splashed and I got a little Jack and Coke on me. And now I feel better. Rick, you can't do that. Blunt Man, that's for Blunt Man. That's for Ryan. Thank you. Why is Ray saying thank you? Is he the one that asked it? See, I don't even know who asked the question. Sorry, dude. I'm not being disrespectful. I just, when I do things, if people sometimes think, how do you get your comment up? And how come you put some people up, not other? I don't read. It's not personal. I just click to the right and it pops up and I read it. And, you know, it's not like I have everybody's name memorized and I've got favorites. And, you know, obviously if I see a set of titties over there, I'm going to be like, ooh, and I'm probably focus on that. But other than that, I normally don't focus on a lot of shit. Let's see. Today cops have us in jail under, I know, it's crazy. Let's see. Long John guy from Fresno. What? John Lang. I don't remember that one. I'm in Illinois. Every time I get pulled over, they let me know that they have a FOID and CES. Is that legal? Okay. In Illinois, a FOID is a firearms something ID. Firearms owner ID or something. So they have a database, and that database is run by the Illinois State Police, the state troopers, the CHP, Illinois CHP, whatever they're called. I don't want to. Are they troopers or state? I think they're state police. So that program, the FOID program, when you want to have that, you need to apply and get that through the state police. So the state police has a database, and they have connected that database to everyone's driver's license. So in the state of Illinois, if you have a FOIA card or FOID card, I thought it was FOIA, but maybe it's FOID. If you have that card, you're in a database. So when they contact you, officer safety pops up. Hey, this guy got a card, so he may have ammo or a gun. Legally. It doesn't say you're illegal. It just says it. I don't like that. I think cops act different. And even me, I act different if I know there's a weapon involved or there's a gun. Okay? It's just natural. You're like, there's a bet. Let's see. If I handle with somebody that I don't know if they have the gun, I could get shot. But if I handle somebody that I know has a gun, I'm a little bit more nervous because now I'm closer that it's easier. I could get shot. Even though in reality, the guy that I didn't know had a gun could kill me just as easy as this person. It's just knowing. Sometimes more information is not good. So I don't like that When I go to house, I mean, as a cop, I liked it. If I went to house, I go, well, that house has weapons. Just so you know, officer safety, that house has weapons. To me, I'm from Texas. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Every house has weapons. To California, grown cops that fucking thought nobody should have a weapon except cops. Man, when they heard a house had guns, they were like, oh shit, man, they got guns. Send me a couple of units. And they just freaking made it into a huge deal. And I was like, so fucking what? They got guns. Didn't say they're illegal. What the fuck? You know, you would not believe the number of California cops that used to not know I was from Texas. And they'd be like, can you imagine being a cop in Texas? Everybody can have guns in their car and everybody's got a gun. You go, man, that must be crazy. How do those cops even do it? Because in California, they are so same in New York. Because nobody can have guns. It puts you in this mentality that anybody other than us, cops, if they have a gun, they're the enemy. And it's bad and it's dangerous. And our lives are in danger. That is a bad fucking attitude for a constitution that enables everybody to have a gun, and government cannot impede on that right to fucking gun ownership. But, you know, we've lost that. So that's why you have a FOIA card and a CCW. It's attached. And I think in Texas, I have a CCW. I have a CCW for my law enforcement that's not tagged to my license plate. But I have a Texas CCW because if I buy a gun in Texas, if I have a Texas CCW, I don't have to do a background. My law enforcement doesn't. I still have to do a background if I have my law enforcement CCW. But for a Texas, so I applied and got my Texas CCW. So now that is attached to my plate and my driver license. When they run it, they know that I have a CCW. Well, now they've passed constitutional carry to where everybody can have a gun in your car, on your persons, concealed or open. No problem. So now it's not tied, but it's still tied on mine because I have a CCW. Now, people that just carry a gun regularly, they don't. How does that change anything? To me, it puts cops in a more hyper-vigilant situation. It raises the possible or potential threat level, and cops are more reactive because of that. Sometimes more knowledge is worse. So I'm not a fan of that. As a cop, it's nice to know. And if you ask me, would you like to know? I'd probably say, sure, let me know. But from my anti-government pesky citizen side, government should not be doing that. It's bullshit. Rick, you're a hypocrite. You just said two different things. That's why I don't trust you and you're a piece of shit. Shut up, you freaking idiot. All right, worked on police software. These warning and notifications can be written in your name profile too. I'm sure they can. Computers have probably got more access. See, before, the only time when I worked, the only time I got a flag was if there was a felony warrant, and normally it was a dangerous felony warrant. Then it would flash armed and dangerous officer safety. As soon as you ran the name, dispatch would see a flashing, and it would be armed and dangerous. And then she would hit the alert tone, beep, which tells me, listen to your radio, dummy, because cops tune out the radio unless I heard my call sign. I mean, there would be radio traffic, blah, 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 traffic stop, all this shit. I wouldn't hear it. But if you said my call sign, you know, Valley 355 or 721, that would catch my ear, and I'd be like, that's for me. And it's just muscle memory, ear memory, however you want to call it. Cops just learned their call sign, and they tune out the rest of the radio traffic. But when you hear an alert tone, beep, or the beep, 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 that means emergency traffic or priority traffic. So that means whatever I'm doing, I need to listen to this because this might involve me. It may not, but it's important. So if I ran somebody and it popped up, armed and dangerous felony warrant, she would hit that tone, either beep, 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 or the single beep. And I'd be like, that might be for me. And she'd be 721, 1036. 1036 means confidential. I'm about to give you information that I don't want the person you're handling with to hear. And I would either say yes, no, stand by, or go ahead. So if she said 1036, that's basically saying, is this for your ears only? Do you want me to send it? And I'd say, go ahead. And she'd be advised, the person you just ran has a felony warrant, armed and dangerous officer safety. And as soon as she said that, I would normally be going for my gun immediately, whether or not I was if I was at my car, wherever. If she said that, my gun was coming out and it was in my hand. Rick, that's not fair. You didn't even talk to the guy. You didn't give him a chance. I don't give a fuck. If he's flagged, I don't want to be the last person with a gun out of the holster at a fucking gunfight. So my gun was fucking out, and I was ready. And then I would go back, and I'd say, dude, you got a felony warrant. Keep your hands where I can see it. What's the warrant for? What did you do? Did you know about it? Sometimes they'd be like, dude, I'm on parole. I gave a dirty P test, and I haven't checked in. It's a parole holder warrant. I go, what are you on parole for? Because a parole hold means he can't be arrested, but I like to know why he went to prison. And if he says, I had a third DUI and I went to prison, and I'd be like, all right, come on out, and I'd relax. If he says, hey, it was a gang shooting, I killed a dude, I'd be like, all right, keep your hands there. I'm gonna get another unit here. We're just gonna freeze this situation until I get another unit here. So it would depend. There's all these factors that you got to work in and figure out when you get information like that. Some cops just freaking freak out. I mean, there's women cops, if they get armed and dangerous, they fucking leave. They start their fucking car armed and dangerous. I'm 10-8, I'm leaving. And they will just leave the guy. And they'll be like, that's okay. She knows her limitations. She doesn't want to get hurt. It's better she leaves than if she tries to take him into custody and he takes her gun and kills somebody. So we'll just let her leave. So, different people handle it a different way. I ain't never left a motherfucking call because I got armed and dangerous felony. Fuck that. I ain't leaving. It's fucking go time. It's on. That's why I'm fucking here. That was like, yeah, jackpot. This is what I've been looking for. Perfect. Let's go. So, different attitudes of different cops, but whatever. All right. Let me go down my comments here, the new comments. Everybody's talking to everybody but fucking me. That gutter girl, 1036. 1036. 1036 actually means normally confidential. I'm about to give you confidential information for your ears only. So you may get 1036 if dispatch wanted to, hey man, the chief wants you to come see him when you're done with that call. You may get 1036. Even though it's come over the air, you may get a 1036 on that. Normally 1036 is, I'm about to tell you this person has one. Sometimes if I'm dealing with a dude and I hear the alert tone, beep, 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 and they go 7 Henry 21, 1036, I don't even answer them. If I'm already dealing with a dude and the hairs on my neck already stand up and I think something and I'm already about to take this guy out and put him on the ground because this shit's going to shit, when I hear that alert tone in 1036, I ain't even answering. I just know now this motherfucker's got a warrant. He's probably dangerous. I already had it fucked up. I'm dealing with him. I don't give a fuck what they're telling me. I ain't stopping to listen. And not only that, when they didn't get me and I didn't answer, they'd be like, start other units. He's out with a felony suspect armed dangerous. He ain't answering his radio. Perfect. I don't give a fuck. I'm dealing with the shit in front of me and I'm focusing on that. I'm not talking on the radio. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm not trying to answer. I'm not trying to find out fuck that. I was already knee deep in it probably anyway. So that's another way that 1036 happens. Damn, everybody's talking to everybody but me. Amber, the sheriff cars have ticket printers. I know. I noticed that in Texas too. They print out freaking tickets. They slide your freaking driver's license on a strip and print out a ticket. Ask me how I know that, motherfuckers. All right. Let's see. Truth teller. Damn. Why do most interesting, smart, cool people live far away? Fair Oaks. I know a lot of people could still carry. I was shocked. Yeah, I didn't know a lot of people that had concealed permits in Fair Oaks. Fair Oaks was kind of a shit. I mean, I've gotten a lot of pursuits in Fair Oaks and a lot of stolen cars and a lot of crime, a lot of robberies. There's a lot of crime in Fair Oaks area. I mean, that was normally if I was like, man, I can't find shit today, I would cruise down to fucking Fair Oaks, Citrus Heights, the Heights, Del Paso Heights, and I'd be in the shit within fucking 5 minutes. So those are the places that I would go if I was bored and I was like, let me go get in a foot chase or a car pursuit because it wouldn't take long. crazy Air Force stories. I don't know if I got any crazy Air Force stories I remember. I probably did a couple in my things. Did you get your gator yet? I don't think so. What's a gator? Did you see what happened in Australia? Are you freaking kidding me? These are the questions that kill me. I always get, hey, Rick, can you do a video on that shooting in Chicago? What the fuck? How the fuck do I know there's fucking 50 shootings in Chicago. What the fuck happened in Australia? Hey, Rick, did you see what happened? What? How the fuck am I supposed to know what the hell this is what I'm talking about, communication nowadays. It's just like fucking crazy. Does this person really think that we're somehow mentally connected, that I know what she's talking about on what fucking happened in Australia? She doesn't say whether it involves a cop, COVID, fucking illegals, fucking drugs, dangerous snake bite, a kangaroo attack, something. She don't fucking say shit. Hey, Rick, did you see what happened in Australia? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that comment? Rick, you can't talk to people like that. They're trying to help you. This is helping me? This is how you help me? What the fuck? All right. My mail. Hey, did you guys see what happened in space yesterday? How many people know what I'm talking about? Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Of course you don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Do they still have that Sacramento? They used to have what was that show they did at UC Davis once a year? We always fucking had major issues. It was some freaking, maybe it was during Black History Month, or I don't remember what it was, but every fucking year shit would hit the fan, and they would have that. And every year they scheduled it to be like, hey, we got extra duty, we're working overtime, don't plan days off here. I mean, every freaking year, but nobody wanted to cancel it because they'd be called a mean word. Kangaroo off across the road. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Oh yeah, I did hear about that kangaroo. What the fuck? Rick, did you say we should put alligators? Hell yeah, we should put alligators that are again, and crocodiles, and motherfucking poisonous snakes. Everybody should buy one and go let it loose. Gator for the Rio Grande River. I don't even know what happened on Australia. Well, Tuffy, you're just a dumbass. I mean, shit. How can you not know what happened in Australia? Not know what the fuck I'm talking about. Restaurant. I think I went to a Jamaican restaurant in Sacramento. It was spicy and good. I forgot the name of it. They used to have a great restaurant. They had some pretty good food around there. I used to like when old Rush Limbaugh would show up at the, what was that thing they used to do every year? Like the top 100 stores would bring free food, and it was the best of the best or something, I think. Rush Limbaugh used to show up every year. Let's see. What happened in Australia? What the fuck? See, I don't have time to ask everybody that asks me or sends me something. I don't have time to go back and play 20 fucking questions. I don't have, I mean, and that's what communication is, people. Communication is you're sending a message and you want that message received and understood. If you're sending freaking a message like, hey, did you see the weather today? What? Where? What fucking weather? What? Hey, did you see what Biden did today? What? No, he does fucking stupid shit. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, how can somebody, to me, it's really amazing that somebody can ask a question like that and really get offended by me when I act like, what the fuck are they talking about? They get offended at me. Well, I was trying to ask you, and I was trying to help you, and you got all upset, and all I meant was, and then they'll come back with all this new information. Same thing with fucking horses. I'm always talking about horse fucking questions. Hey, can you help me with my horse? He does this. Don't tell me shit. how old the horse is, how long you've had it, what have you tried, what have you done, what is your experience? How do I know you know what the fuck you're doing? How do I even know you're explaining right? Do you have a video? Do you think I have time to ask that on every fucking question? I mean, when I'm doing these interviews on these people and I'm showing you how crazy, in this interview that I'm about to post, those 7 videos, this fucking armor says at least 4 times there was a ton of producers there. And I'm like, what the fuck is a ton? How many? Are we measuring producers by weight now? What the fuck is a ton of producers? That fucking investigator never asked once, what does a ton mean? How many producers there? How many? Never. I never got the answer to that question. I ask it. She fucking says, yeah, and I was getting questions and there was a ton of producers everywhere. And I'm like, how many fucking producers they have? And what the fuck is a ton? And she would use things like, well, we did this. And I'd be like, who the fuck's we? And the investigator never asked. Or she'd say like, oh yeah, and they said this. Who the fuck is they? I mean, am I the only one that does that because I'm a cop? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm so fucking out of touch that I'm the only one that asks a question. Does other normal people communicate that way with thee, they, we, us, them, and nobody fucking asks what that means? I mean, what the fuck is a ton of producers? She said that shit over and over, and I was like, are you going to fucking ask her what the fuck a ton is? I'm still trying to figure out how many producers is a ton. Never found out. Never know. Hey, gun people. A ton of producers is 10 average men. See, at least if there was a description, I would be okay with it. But if you just use a term and nobody knows what it means, if I use Proha Vice, how many of you people know what Proha Vice is? Unless you're an attorney, you probably don't know. I'm going to ask that question. Does anybody know what Proha Vice means? It's Latin. And if you're an attorney, you probably don't know. And attorneys love to throw out these little Latin phrases. And when they did, I'd always look them up and know because I fucking didn't want to ask them, what does that mean? Because then they'd feel fucking empowered like a fucking little weak ass attorney. So I wouldn't even give them the privilege. I'd just go fucking look it up and figure it out. But I happen to work a case where Proha Vice was used a lot. Proha Vice is a Latin term. Nobody's answered it yet. Like tacos. So Proha Vice means an attorney can act in a court, not where he's registered in a bar. So if an attorney is practicing in California and he's passed the bar in California, he can go to Nevada, Proha Vice, and address the court as an attorney, even though he's not with the Nevada bar. It's called Proha Vice. And unless you're an attorney, but like I said, you probably don't know. But I know that term because I worked it. But if I ran around and fucking started using and go, man, you need to work on your Proha Vice, you'd be like, what? What the fuck is he talking about? I mean, do people ask these stupid questions because it makes them feel empowered and smart when I have to ask, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Who is we? Does that make people now somehow feel important because you can get somebody to ask you a question about your fucking incompetent question? I don't get it. Proha JJ. Yeah. Proha bang that JJ. Yeah. How about that? Can you justify anything on an officer? Yes, you actually can. I mean, that's true. As long as you can justify a reasonable person of officer safety. Now, officer safety has to be, I have to say, I was by myself. I was outnumbered. I was in a dark. I was in a location I know. I lost radio control. I dropped my radio. My radio isn't working. I have to give factors that make my safety a concern, but you can pretty much say anything. Okay. A car drove by me. It was going too fast. It could have hit me. I thought I was going to swerve. It made me jump. I was in fear of my life. You can use that unreasonably and it shouldn't work, but it does. So the answer is yes. Rick, did you hear about what happened in Louisiana? A ton of cops is 2 cops leaving a donut shop. Love for a female follower canner. Thank you, Duchess of Clutches. Rick's pro. Yeah, messed up. Rick, how much is 6 inches? It's like really, really 6 inches. Like, it depends. My 6 inches is like this, but most people's 6 inches might be like this. So it depends. It's on a rating scale. You have to, the Monarch King. We don't have COVID camps in Australia. Is that what she's talking about? I have no freaking clue. I don't know what Projavicha is. Ecuadorian liqueur. Lawyer practicing in another state. Did you say that after my question, or did you really know that, Bullwinkle? I haven't seen Bullwinkle and Rocky in a long time. Rocky was his little sidekick. I forgot what Rocky was. Bullwinkle was a moose. What was Rocky? Was he a raccoon or a beaver? I can't remember. Bullwinkle and Rocky. That's an old cartoon for you youngsters that don't know who that is. Did you see the drunk police that pissed himself and responding off, turn off their camera? Oh, no, I did not see that. Put a link to that bad boy. Attorney from out of state. Hey, Matthew knew what it was. You go, boy. Maxis of law. Representing yourself. No, that would be pro per is usually representing yourself. If you're appearing pro per, that's on your own behalf, I think, is the term. I could be wrong. Some lawyer can figure it out. I want to know, they don't have detectives in this Baldwin case. Dude, that fucking woman is so worthless, inexperienced, and I cover this in the video, but here's why people don't understand why it's so important to communicate effectively. As an investigator, if I'm going to interview you and you committed a crime, let's say your wife say you raped her. Okay? Some states that's a crime, some states it ain't. You can't rape your wife. In some states, other states, you can rape your wife. So let's say I'm questioning you because your wife made a complaint that you raped her, and that's a felony. And you're like, dude, I didn't rape her. I'll sit down and talk to you. When I interview you, that is probably my only chance to get your side. Because once you get charged with rape, you're going to lawyer up, and the lawyer's going to say, don't talk, don't give statements. So I'm not going to talk to you. Then if we go to trial, you have the right not to take the stand. So nobody gets to talk to you, hear your side. So it's so critical when a cop interviews somebody, because it may be the only time that I can lock you down on a statement, and that will either help my case or hurt my case or give you an alibi or not give you an alibi or delete any alibi that you can come up with. It's very critical on that one statement when I talk to you that I get detailed and varied locked down statements. Because if the DA ends up charging you, that statement is probably the only statement we will get from you unless you take the stand. And most people don't take the stand. So that's it. If I do a shitty job interviewing you, the DA will not file the case. They will go, I can't file this case. If I file this just on this and he doesn't take the stand, we're going to lose because your interview sucked. You didn't ask the good questions. You didn't lock it down. You didn't cover elements of the crime. You didn't do away with his fucking excuses or things that he can now say, or his attorney can get up and say, well, did you ask him this? And why didn't you ask him that? And what about this? And what would you say if I told you my client did this? See, his client doesn't have to take the stand. That's why it's so incredibly important when you're doing a homicide investigation and you're interviewing a person that might be liable for criminal negligent homicide on this fucking case, and you're asking dumbass, stupid, general questions, and you're letting them answer with we and they and sometimes and maybe and if and I'm not sure and I don't remember, and you don't clear that up, your statement is so fucked up that the DA will not file, which means the dead person gets no justice and the guilty person goes free because you hire an incompetent fucking interviewer because it's fashionable to fucking hire PC and to promote her in the name of diversity is our strength. And now a murderer goes free and this person dies uselessly and there's nothing we can do about it. And that's why when I do this interview, I'm so upset with the way this case is being interviewed because this fucking woman died. Her daughter's growing up without a mom. She's fucking dead and she deserves, and taxpayers are paying good money for a police department and investigators to investigate and prosecute criminals. And this fucking woman is just fucking this interview up royally. And there is no way a DA is going to file this fucking case because he's like, you suck as an investigator. I can't put you on a stand. You suck with a statement. She's probably not going to take the fuck. No lawyer in her right mind will ever take the stand because you did such a shitty job on this interview. No lawyer will ever let her get it back on a stand. So we've lost the fucking case because of you and your shitty interview. And I know other people are going to be like, Rick, you just picked on her because she's a woman and you hate women and it's not fair. And they'll come up with all these fucking reasons on why I was so hard on this interview. But if you look at it reasonably with the end goal being, hey, as an investigator, my job is to seek justice for the victim and get to the truth and find out who's liable and who did what. And if I do a shitty job, this person dies and nothing fucking happens. That's bullshit, in my opinion. But I digress. I don't even know how that we got there. All right. No, I don't think it's intentionally shitty. I just, first of all, most women aren't going to fucking make themselves look stupid if they know they're making themselves look stupid. She just doesn't know. She's an idiot. She shouldn't have the job. She probably shouldn't have been a cop. Should have never been a detective. And damn sure shouldn't be the lead detective on a fucking homicide investigation. It's outrageous that they did that. I mean, it is literally such a miscarriage of justice to the victim and to the citizens of that county that this is the person you hire to fucking do. Nobody would want that woman investigating their fucking homicide or their death of someone they loved or themselves. If I get killed, there's no fucking way I want her anywhere near the fucking case. Don't fucking let her even walk into the crime scene. She is that incompetent and she will fuck it up. So, I mean, it's just bullshit, but whatever. Did you watch her second interview? I had that kind of opinion on the first one. After this second one, dude, I was losing my fucking mind. Here's what happened. I guarantee you. Somebody, because she did such a shitty job, that's why they're doing a second interview. Somebody wrote down questions that she needed to ask. And during this interview, if you watch her, she's like this 11 pages. And she asked questions. She don't even care what the answer is. She don't understand the person that wrote the question, what they're trying to get and why that question is. She doesn't connect any of those dots. She just goes through the fucking list, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever she says, okay. She reads the next question, blah, blah. She reads, okay, and we go to the next one. It is fucking pathetic. I mean, I was just like, I fucking go off a lot in that 8-part videos that's going to be posted tomorrow. Let me tell you, I was freaking frustrated. And it's not because I have a dog in his hunt, a dog in his fight. I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. I'm just doing this to educate people that don't have a clue on why this diversity and these hiring and this promoting and this, how many people get hurt and injured and how much money is wasted, how many guilty people go free, how many innocent people don't get justice, how much money is wasted in the name of fucking we hired you because of what bathroom you use or what color you are. It's just the tip of the iceberg on what that costs the average taxpayer. Nobody cares. They'd rather call me a racist for pointing it out. Rick, there was a confession of a teenage girl who murdered her small child. Investigators did a great job. The female youth advocate butted in, and because of that, the whole confession was thrown out. I don't know about that. I'd have to review that case because that doesn't sound right. Just because somebody butts into my interview, my case isn't thrown out. I mean, and first of all, why do the investigators have this advocate in there? I don't need to have an advocate in there when I'm interviewing. So, and even if an advocate in there, I even say that in this video, the attorney butts in a couple times, starts asking and starts explaining. And I made a comment like, if I'm running an interview and an attorney starts doing that, I'm going to tell him, hey, I'm not interviewing you. You're here for her. I'm asking her the question. I want to hear her answer. I don't want to hear your answer. No disrespect. I don't really give a shit what you think or what your answer is. You weren't there. You don't know what happened. That's why I'm asking her the question. And that's exactly what I would have told that attorney. And this girl starts getting in a conversation because she wants to get along. She's just having fun, and this is all really cool. And she doesn't give a fuck about that woman that died and getting justice for that woman. There is zero. The armor doesn't give a shit about her job, and the interviewer doesn't give a shit about her job. They are a perfect pair to be incompetent together. Unfortunately, there's a dead woman that is just being victimized and re-victimized by both of these idiots. Gas station encounters. Monkeypox. What's with this monkeypox? Somebody sent me a thing today that on there's some channel, and monkeypox was planned 5 months ago, and here's the report, and it was a picture. And so one of my buddies texted it to me, and I read it, and I go, that kind of sounds like bullshit. All I got is a picture that says on this date they met and they predicted this, and here's what's going to happen next, and all this was planned, and it was all in this big meeting. And I went, that sounds like bullshit. But let me check. So I try to go to the website. I try to go where the picture came from. I find a picture. I find a website, Doctors Across Border America, whatever. I go there. I can't download. There's no stats. There's no sites. There's no meeting place. There's no nothing. All there is this great little draft that tells us all this bullshit about monkeypox. And I'm just like, I wrote back. I texted back. I go, man, it sounds like bullshit. I can't find one thing to corroborate one piece of anything that this fucking slide says. And a guy wrote back, man, I got that from my doctor. It's true. Well, I'm sorry, but as an investigator in my mind, it's fucking bull. I didn't say that. I just blew it off. I didn't want to get in a big beef about it. I even said, I don't want to be the fucking truth ministry police here, but I still think it's bullshit because I can't find one fact that backs up anything this slide says. Not one on any site. The only site that has this picture, you have to download and agree and click on this site. It was all bullshit. I mean, I didn't buy it, but I don't know shit about monkeypox. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't want monkeypox. Whatever. Motherfuckers be eating monkey brains, and my guess is it came from Africa. Want to bet? Rick, that's racist. It's not racist. I'm just, they do a lot of shit with monkeys over there, and I think that's how AIDS started, isn't it? Moose and a squirrel, Russian accent. Yeah, that was Bullwinkle and Rocky. Squirrel. Oh, he's a squirrel. I remember he had a tail, man. That's it. Rocky's a squirrel. Okay, but he's a flying squirrel. Doesn't he fly? I think he's a flying squirrel. Don't talk to strangers. Oh, it's a squirrel. Here's all my comments about Rocky and Bullwinkle. Wow. I'm just getting to these. Boris and Natasha. Yeah, Natasha always had that Russian accent. She was, for a cartoon, she was a little sexy. The story about the cop masturbating in front of a woman and her daughter. Father comes home. The cop is standing there with his dick in his hand. Really? I must have missed that one. I absolutely believe that, Rick, if I were pulled over, I don't want to be pulled over by you. Bullwinkle side squat was a squirrel. A squall! Detective Hair Flipper. Yes, she is. She's always doing this. She keeps it in a bun now, but Rocky's my dog. What's our time here? Holy shit, I've been over 2 hours. I said I want to make these a freaking hour. You guys get me talking about stupid shit, and next thing I know, I'm 2 hours in. What time is it? It's 10 freaking 30. Are you kidding me? I'll stop cutting my grass at 8. I got to get up in the morning. See, this is kind of my anal side, so you guys just know how I think. When I start cutting my pasture, I like to finish it. And maybe it's because I used to rent a tractor and only had it for a day, and I wanted to get it done, and in case it broke. So it was really hard for me to stop and to come in and do this live because I was like, I've got this one section, this whole corner of my pasture that I didn't cut. And now I got to wait all night till tomorrow to cut it. And it's kind of bugging me because I wanted it to be done. I started a project. I wanted to cut my pasture, and I wanted it done. And it's not done. So in the back of my mind, it's like, damn, I probably should have finished it. I probably could have. It only took me an hour. And now I'm seriously, I'm going to wake up. The first thing I will think of, I got to finish cutting my pasture. I got to get that done before the tractor breaks, before something falls apart, before freaking, a nuclear weapon hits, before whatever the hell is going to happen tomorrow. My main priority is to get that cut. I don't know if it's going to rain. I know the rain's coming in. I want to do it while it's cool. It's still cool out. Tomorrow's supposed to be cool. So cutting that pasture is still kind of fumbling around and bouncing around my fucking, pinball brain head up here. All right. Stealing pack. I saw that where the dude picked up and it blew up and he limps away. That was funny as shit. But the guy was black and I was kind of like, man, a black person committing crime and stealing packages. I was just shocked. Let's see. Nothing wrong with that. That just means you're anal retentive. Alex Jones says something about monkeypox. I haven't looked at Alex either in a while. Yeah, I mean, and especially when I'm cutting my pastures, because if there's problems, I want to be able to fix it. And tomorrow's Sunday, so if there's problems, it's less likely I can be able to fix it. I did notice that my tractor, man, I filled up I thought I had a 5-gallon tank in my tractor, and I was reading a manual and it says I got 11.1 gallon tank. And I went, how the fuck? So I got a stick and I shoved it down the tank and it didn't go down that far. And I'm like, that tank ain't that big. It ain't much bigger than a 5. It can't be 11 gallons. I go, this must be a misprint. So I went and got 2 5 gallons of gas and I poured it in there. Don't get me started on who the fuck designed where they put the motherfucking tractor. They put it in the middle of the motherfucking hood. You can't get to it without spilling fucking gas everywhere. It is the most awkward place to put a fucking fuel tank. It can't be on the side like fucking every car in the fucking world. No. It has to be flat in the middle of and then you're pouring diesel and the shit goes everywhere and the wind blows and you can't get the spout in without spilling. It is the most whoever designed a motherfucking tractor gas cap is a fucking idiot. Okay? Let's just get that on the record right now. But I digress. Let me get back to fucking. Anyway, I think I do have 11 because I went and bought 2 5-gallon things of gas and I fucking put 5 gallons. It still had a quarter of a tank. I put a full 5 gallons in, and then I started the second gas, minus the shit that I spilled, half of the shit because of the fucking location. But I started putting the second 5 gallon and almost got it in. And I went, holy shit, I must have an 11, which is kind of cool. And so I cut for 3 hours, and my gas tank still is on full. So what I might do in the morning is, I just hate filling up because I know I'm going to spill fucking gas everywhere. But I might fill up the tank to see how much gas it took for the tractor running 3 hours. Because I went out there at 5 and I stopped pretty much at 8:05. So that tractor ran. I was cutting grass for 3 hours straight. I'd like to know how much gas. And I know it was full because I filled it up. I filled it up over and fucking all over and fucking everywhere. So I probably should do that first thing in the morning, but I digress. I forgot how the hell I got on that thing. Let's see. What about Betty Boop? Where is Betty Boop? I haven't had my little girl out. Hey, gun peeps, what's happening? Check out my guns. Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Judy Booty on the spot. I forgot little Judy Booty. I had to move her because I kept knocking her off and I didn't want to break one of her little boobies. They're kind of sensitive. She doesn't mind me touching them. It's okay. She's not yelling. I've got permission. I know somebody's YouTube. He touched her boobs without asking. He freaking assaulted her. Call the police. She said it's okay. I can touch them. All right. So I kept knocking her over and I was afraid I was going to knock one off and break it. So I have to move her to a safe spot and protect her. But anyway, I digress. Where the hell are we at? Monkey Pops, Bill Gates, pineapple juice. Oh, shit. What was I watching? Freaking. Oh, I don't know if y'all have seen the series Revolution. It's about Texas and the little nanites that eat all the electricity and they make it and they turn it into a weapon and the government wants to take over. And we have 3 different governments. It's a really great series. I loved it. And so I'm watching that series. And I forgot the part about this one Texas Ranger dude, a big mustache, big overweight dude. So he's a Texas Ranger, and they have to meet with him because he's got some clout. He's a general in a Texas Ranger or some shit. And they have to meet with him because he's got clout, and he's going to tell them of a big conspiracy to kill the president. So they go and they find this dude, but they have to sneak into him because he tried to kill him and they're kind of enemies and they don't like each other. So they gotta they got to kind of sneak in on him so he doesn't shoot him, so they can talk to him and tell him this information that's going to help him. So when they go to his room, he's tied up, and a girl is hitting him with a whip. This is the funniest fucking scene. I was fucking laughing my ass off. So he's in his room, and they hear him, ow, oh, thank you, ow, thank you, baby. And so he's tied up. He's in his underwear. There's a little hot chick whipping him with this whip. And so they go walk in there with guns, and she's like, what the fuck? And they're like, shh. So they take the whip. He's blindfolded, so he doesn't know. He thinks it's still a girl whipping. He don't know. So this guy takes the whip and he draws back from fucking downtown, and he hits this motherfucker. And the guy starts yelling, "Walnut! Ow! Walnut! Walnut!" So I'm thinking walnut is the safe word, and this dude is blindfolded, and these two guys with the guns are laughing their ass off. They're smiling behind him. He's like, hit him again, and he got whacked. He's like, whoa, baby, walnut, walnut. Oh my God, that fucking scene had me in stitches. If you ever watched The Revolution, that shit was fucking walnut. Oh shit! All right, that is a really great scene in that movie. I don't know what episode it was or whatever, but it's when they're going to get, and that shit was fucking hilarious. Oh shit! Oh man, and he hit him hard. I mean, he came, what? Oh shit! Walnut! Oh shit! All right, look, we're 2 hours and 20 minutes. I got to get the hell out of here. Oh shit! All right, y'all have a good night. I got to get the hell out of that shit. And that's a good series too. I mean, even that scene was like the top of the fucking the cherry on the whipped cream on the ice cream sundae. It was fucking so funny. And I watched that series, I think 2 times before, if not 3 times. And I completely forgot about it till it came on, and I was just in freaking stitches. That shit is so freaking funny. Whoever wrote that scene, they played it out perfectly. It was fucking fantastic. All right. Y'all have a good one. I got to get out of here. 2 hours, 22 minutes. Sorry, I was like, I think somebody gave me $9.99. What's that? What's your thoughts on James LaMaica of Downtown White Police Bootlicker, or is he one of us? I don't think I know that one. You'll have to put a link to it in the description, because I don't think I know that one. I've got so many open. It might be one of the ones that I have open. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Shit, I still got to wash off all the grass and shit that's on me, because I came right up here. So first thing I got to do when I leave here is get in the shower and wash off all the pasture that I cut down. Y'all have a good night. Hope everybody has a good weekend. And man, it's nice and cool in Texas. If you want to get away from the heat, come to Texas. How about that? It's almost June. You want to get away from the heat wherever you're at? Come to Texas. It is freaking nice out. I love it. All right. Y'all have a good one. We'll end that there. Wilder!